What's so great about this attorney? I'll tell you, there's a lot of great stuff about this attorney. Attorney, I love words. Number one great thing about this attorney that I can show right out the gate, okay? You want to see something great about this attorney? Wow, I'm very blue. I don't know why, I thought I looked quite good in the blue lighting today. I've talked about this. I usually don't fuck with how I look in the blue lighting. But I think today I'd be looking alright. Shit's tough. Dare I say shit is tough. I'll tell you what's so great about the attorney. We're not playing him yet. We're gonna play Scrandle first. We have a little Scrandle as a treat. I think that's only fair. But before any of that, how are we doing today? Is everyone having a cool one? Dude, I made some fucking awesome shit yesterday. I made some bread. I made more bread, okay? Oh, dude, I just painted my nails and I've been touching my hair. That shit sucks, dude. Okay, gang. You know what I did? Well, I made my bread. I made bread, okay? And instead of using olive oil in the recipe, I used chili crisp. Okay, I used chili crisp. And then I just added more chilies. And then I put tomato sauce in there. And, dude, I accidentally made the best shit ever. I didn't realize you could just put whatever the fuck you want in bread and it just works. It's amazing. We had like a nice bread discussion this morning. I'm gonna try. I think pickle bread has potential. I think pickle bread could be a thing. Garlic. I'm gonna put enough garlic in there to like. You could give like a vampire a toasty and they die on the spot. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But yeah, I'm having a nice day actually. I was a bit sleepy snoozy this morning, but I got some very good progress on the video made. I might get a preview of the next video up on the Patreon tonight. Maybe. Hard to say. It's tonight or tomorrow. Because, like, I got nothing going on tomorrow. Whoa, I could get some black garlic, couldn't I? That could be cool. That could be cool. I wonder... I should try and make a sweet bread. That could be fun. I mean, oh my god, I'm eating enough bread as is. I'm like... I've been talking, like, real hard. I've been talking about how I've been trying to lose weight. And then I, like, do a 180 and I'm like... Gang, wouldn't it be fucking awesome if all I did was make bread? Real fucking smart. Real fucking smart. Anyways, Scrandle. We gotta do Scrandle first. Margarita pizza with ham. Savory Asian pancakes. Nah, dude. The pizza wins. Dude, 3 slices for £5. 2022 is a better time. Yeah. I should go to the gym instead of doing all that shit myself, right? Like, granted, it's been working. I'm doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. But the gym is so money, and I broke my phone screen, so I need to buy a new phone. Well, I don't need to buy a new phone. I can just tough out the fucking cracked screen. It's not that deep. It's fine. There. I guess even if it's like a little spenny, the gym is very close to me, which I appreciate. Even the pizza, dude, you a fucking idiot. No, you a fucking idiot if you're not picking the pizza. What the hell is your problem? That's so stupid. Chicken wings and rice. That's a good deal. But I think the mac and cheese wins. That's a decent sized mac and cheese. Yeah, 1 wing does not cut it, so... I just need actual time to exercise. Also a reasonable point. See, I be doing it, like, consistently 3 times a day, but I'm not doing it for that long, you know? Squats in the shower sounds terrifying. I think I'd just slip and die. I think I want this one. Yeah, I don't trust that pie. That pie's too dark. Sausage and bread or beef stew? Beef stew. That's a good stew. Probably really fucking small, but it looks yummy. Dude, it has to be the fish and chips. It has to be the fish. The fact you get a pint too. There's no universe in which it's not the fish and chips. This does look yummy. This one does look yummy, but it's the fish and chips. It has to be the fish and chips. The price is good. You get a pint with that. Come on. Pint buff. Oh, dude, I can't believe that. I really believed in the fish and chip. Whoa, calm down, buddy. Okay. Big sausage. Yeah, there we fucking go. I'm saying. Doner meat and chips, no price data, or currywurst and beer. Dude, this shit looks awful. What the hell happened here? Some of this meat looks... This looks like a slug after, like, you salt it. to kill it and fuck it up. That's awful. It has to be the pint. Yeah, not by a ton, but it was. Okay, we can get an 8 out of 10. I can live with an 8 out of 10. Sausage in a waffle or Coxenha. Chicken paste and deep fried bread. That one's way better. Easy. I could fuck up some paste. Easy. Dude, you know the chicken biryani sucks ass, but like, be real. What is this thing? That shit's a hockey puck. 420 for a hockey puck. Calm down. No. How did that rank higher than the pie from earlier? What the hell? Wait, we got storytelling! Why do we have storytelling? I know it's fuck all to do with footy or even sport, but this is a chili chicken wrap that my folks just got paid. They've just paid £9 for. That's amazing. No, the pickled pork wins. Yeah. Okay, 8 out of 10. I can live with a healthy 8 out of 10. Yeah, oh, look at that. Community average. I know. What is this? It's just a little game where you, like, you pick between which one is more scran, which one is more worth the money if you were getting food out of the football game. Also, oh my god, £25? A fucking American scran, dude. That's disgusting. Sorry, I'll stop. I just wanted to give an example, but oh, dude, the fried apple pancake though. No, this game's for bombs. I'm sorry. 25 American scran is like absurd because it's either the worst shit in the world or it looks genuinely quite nice but costs 3 times as much as it should. What do they be putting you all through? It's insane. Trump takes scran. Trump takes scran. I woke up today, I went to see a football game, my beautiful people. I was surrounded by so many wonderful people. I was, but I saw the price of the scran. It was not high enough. I was not high enough. We had to put tariffs on the scran. Now all the beautiful American people, they can buy all the scran they want. I can't do Trump. I can't do his voice, it's too hard. I can only do Homer. And even then, my Homer is wrong. My Homer is wrong. That's rough. I did mention this yesterday, but I found it just infinitely cute. Just for people who didn't see yesterday's stream, because I find this an infinitely funny bit. Yesterday, I complimented this. I gave this person a compliment, okay? And she responded to that with, "I'm getting glazed like Homer's donuts." And the first thing I thought was like, explaining anything to Big Yellow. Okay, so imagine The Simpsons. We're gonna quadruple the scram price, and give half of the proceedings to Israel. Yeah, that's true. That sounds about right. It's patriotic to pay too much for bad food in the USA. Yeah, exactly. Like, listen, you can get dog shit food here. But you be getting what you pay. You be paying what you get for. It's reasonable. Great Ace Attorney, I summon you. I did it. That's my magic. I hope you like my skills. Man, they put me in the scrender, man. He does sound like a dying clown. I like that. Keep being awesome, Yellow and Gang. That's really nice of you to say. I'm good at doing Lois. Heh. That is what Peter Griffin would say. Hey, Lois, I'm good at doing you. Peter? Peter, I'm leaving you for Quagmire. Oh, jeez, Lois, don't leave me for Quagmire. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is worse than the time I got left for Quagmire. Ooh. Is that Quagmire? I can't do Stewie. Stewie's too hard. Oh, Stewie. Stewie. Stewie, I'm a liberal and I don't like Quagmire. Stewie. I'm losing my fucking mind here. Let's go play the game. Who wants to look at Blaster before we play the game? Here we go. There you go, there's Blaster. Dude, I'm sorry, dude. I love this Lego set so much. I love this stupid idiot. He's so awful. I love him. I can't stop thinking about him. I can't stop thinking about that he has no friction and he ankle. So he doesn't stand up good. unless you use this insanely stupid dogshit weapon as a cane. I love him. He's great. Oh my god, I didn't even show off his gear function. Gang, do you want to see the lamest function in LEGO history? He's got a gear on his back, okay? And you might be like, wow, there's a gear on his back. It's like Bionicle, where they arm swing. No. It makes him very slowly look up and down. That the lamest shit you've ever seen, and it takes like a whole ass minute. It's so awful, but I love it. I can't help but love it. That's cool. I think I've talked about this before, but yeah, I've talked about this. There was a series I used to watch called Bones, and the main character, Brennan, her husband gets like brain cancer, and his tumor. There's an actual bit in the episode where he hallucinates Stewie and has an argument with Stewie mid interrogation with an actual criminal. It's the worst shit. This is the best shit. Hello. Soseki. The Thinker. Is it just me, or Rice in the Ashes is worse than the two cases before it? Worse than Turnabout Samurai? That's kind of nutty. Worse than Turnabout Goodbye? I could completely understand. I might even agree with you. But Samurai, though... That being said, like, I have avoided the biggest issue with Rise from the Ashes, and that being, I've only played it once. It is, like, the least replayable thing in Ace Attorney. Like, I don't, like, I could go back and beat Ace Attorney case 1 through 4, easy. Open stream to see Susato, it's a good day, I'm saying. Like, I could hop on Ace Attorney 1 and beat 1 through 4, boom. I don't want to touch Rise from the Ashes, even though I like it. It's my third least favorite in the entire trilogy. I don't think that's... What's below it, out of curiosity? I am curious. What are you ranking below Rise from the Ashes? I'm trying to think what my bottom 3 in the original trilogy is. I think Recipe for Turnabout is the worst case in the trilogy. And then probably The Lost Turnabout and Turnabout Big Top. It's time to put an end to this now. To the miserable curse that has been plaguing Mr. Natsume, to everything. I will say that out of those 3, Big Top's the best. Big Top is the best. I'm a bit of a Big Top defender. Big Top and Recipe, that makes sense. Like, I do think Big Top has a good day 2. That's, like, what saves it. Day 1 of Big Top is ass. It's real bad. But I do enjoy day 2 of Big Top. Which is why Recipe is so low. Recipe is like a constant 5 out of 10. Right? There's very little that I'd like about that case other than Furio Tigre. Yeah, that's true. The twist is not really a twist. Yeah, I can understand that. It's very easy to see coming, but then again, it is a lot of the time. I like what they do with him. Granted. In my own small way, I shall do everything I can to help you. Susato, nothing you do is small. You're a hero and a legendary. I always appreciate... I'm so words. I always appreciate your help, Miss Susato. Suffering, Soseki, selfishly sidelined. Be nice. Ah, good morning to you too, Mr. Natsume. He's gone on record... Wait! Wait! Okay, Space Koala, thank you for the sub, but I need to talk about... Shu Takumi has gone on record saying he prefers 2-3 to 2-4. Dude, that's bonkers, because he's the guy who wrote that, and that's the worst take I've ever heard. That is the worst Ace Attorney take I've ever heard. Ever. Holy shit. That shit makes, like, the Ace Attorney Jello Apocalypse videos look like they belong in a museum. Like, that bad of an opinion. How does that... How do you make that and be that wrong about the thing you made? Look, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. He don't got internet. He don't got internet. I do like the imposter and Moga subplot recipe is cool, but god, like interacting with Armstrong is a nightmare. Does anyone know if it was written as transphobic in Japanese or if that's a dub thing? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he has confirmed that he's just a very effeminate gay man, and that's it. Good morning, locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. My parents have been wrong about me ever since I was born, Mal. I mean, I love my parents, but if I ever find out about all the shit I was not diagnosed about, then I guess they're a little wrong too. Interesting to hear about the case that I never got around to playing in the series. Oh yeah, it is kind of interesting, but I would also hate to be spoiled and shit. Oh dear, we didn't mean to cause offense, Mr. Natsume. He said that if the quality ever dipped below 2.4, he was worried he'd lose his job. I mean, you gotta remember, Shu Takumi was like drunk the entire time while writing 2.4, so maybe he didn't remember it too well. Yeah, maybe he just made up his own. Maybe he just made it up. I will say, like, 2.4 is very different from almost every other final case. But the thing is, like, in my head, that is almost entirely to its benefit. Right? Like, I genuinely think 2.4 is... It's the best final case out of the main 6 games. I don't think it's quite on the level of the final case of Great Ace Attorney 1. Maybe, it could be. And I think I prefer the final case of Investigations 2, but you could get me depending on the day. I think the final case of Ace Attorney 2 is currently my 4th favorite case. Just period. It's so good, yeah. It could sneak into the top 3. Honestly. Well, naturally, that's because I've attained spiritual enlightenment. The path of literature, you see, is a journey to discover one's own death. Oh, he dying. Or such like. That's the sort of morning conversation I was hoping for. That's why I had my eyes shut. I missed the signs, I'm afraid. Somehow, you'll have to forgive me. Dude, Victor Kudo, I want him dead. I hate him. That was just an example! Oh yes, there it is. Intercom. You barely came... Wait, sorry. I love not reading, my bad. No, that's the wrong ass button. You barely came to see me at all yesterday. What the hell? But we had to do all the stuff, though. Be nice. I was sure you'd abandon me and return to our beautiful long-lost homeland. We've not been in Great Britain a week yet. Yes, well, anyway, I intend to set everything straight in court today. I'm determined to uncover the truth. Ding. I've actually reached an important decision myself. We're so back to the Great Ace Attorney. We are. I felt kind of bad last time I streamed this because, like, I just kind of fumbled around for an hour with very little interesting to say, and that really bugged me. But... yeah. Yeah. Listen, I don't know him, but sometimes you should not say shit on the internet. That's all I'm saying. I've actually reached an important decision myself. Oh, what sort of decision? I shall fill you in after the trial. Alright. Wait, that seems like a really bad idea. It would seem Mr. Schloms isn't coming today after all. Well, Katoni, I'm here to set everything gay. That would be me. Don't worry, Mr. Natsume, I'm here to set everything gay. And he's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? It's a very clever message, I think. My dear fellows, you must win this battle on your own merits. It's a very clear message, I think, that he's overslept again. Oh, he's the fucking snoozer? People aren't constantly dropping transphobic comments about Kudo, so I find his scenes marginally less painful. Yeah. Long may he stay away, if you ask me. That's cute. I like that. Get him the fuck out of here! But that's just my opinion, haha. Defendant and your legal representative. The trial is about to begin. Make your way into the courtroom immediately. Okay. I can do that. Today, once again, we face the Reaper. 10,000 years for the violently transphobic Tumblr video. Oh, I don't know that one. Oh no, I just know about the dogshit opinions. Yikers. And when the Reaper stands for the prosecution, the defendant's fate is sealed. But I don't believe in that legend any more than I believe in Soseki-san's killers. The truth is hidden here somewhere, and I won't let it escape me. I have to keep believing in my client and keep fighting to the very end. Oh, dude, you know what I saw this morning? I should have re-skeeted it. I should have... That's a gigantic mug. Wait. It is a big mug. This is decaf. I was really upset earlier. Like, 20 minutes before I hopped on the stream, I was shaking my Oatly. As you are meant to. The lid wasn't on properly. The lid was not on properly. I got oated. But no, yeah, I'm a bit of a coffee fiend. There has been a couple days where I've had a cup of coffee this big. I've had 3 of them in a day. That's not good for you. I should not do that. So now I'm having at most 1 a day. At most 1 a day. And then I just be hitting the decaf like crazy. Oh yeah, no, the MetPat transphobia is very real. I know, like, you can point to the shit like the fucking Pyro video. But there is some stuff that's like really fucking not cool. That I can't think of off the top of my head. It's been a while. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I call upon the counsels for the prosecution and the defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is ready. Yes, the defense is ready. Very good. Oh, yeah, the thing that I was going to say. The PK Attorney Chronicles. This is true. But yeah, the thing I was going to say. I saw a fucking awesome post on Blue Sky today. And it's like fake video game box art. Fake video game box art. And it was the yellow box instead of the orange box. And it was Homer, SpongeBob, and Pac-Man. And it was like a really silly edit of like, you buy the game and you get the Simpsons game, SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePantis, and Pac-Man World 3 on the one disc. Hooray! YouTubers are kind of bad and stinky, except for Big Yellow YouTube. I think they're cool. Thank you. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. I'm very well behaved. I just say mean things about fake Pokemon. I just call Pikachu a cunt, and that's again, it just ends there. Valve, if it was epic. Dude, I'm so mad that, like, I don't know if you saw it, but Valve did announce recently that, like, the Steam machine is getting delayed and will be more expensive than anticipated. Because of, like, AI affecting RAM prices. That pisses me off. I want the Steam machine to be at least a little successful. For one reason and one reason only. I don't want one. But, God, I am fucking hoping and praying the Steam machine becomes the standard at fighting game tournaments. Please, I don't want to touch another PS5. The PS5 is such an abysmal fucking piece of hardware. I'm so fucking tired of plugging in my controller to play game, and it's like, no. No. That's not a PS5 controller. That's a controller. Dude, John Stoney, I swear to God. I swear to God. I hate that shit. I hate it. Pisses me off. Would SpongeBob, Homer, and Pac-Man engage in a toxic love triangle polycule? That's tough. That's tough, actually. I'm not sure. See, I feel like they would... I think Homer would just, like, stumble into a polycule by accident, and he wouldn't understand what's going on. SpongeBob would be poly, but also the second there's any drama in the polycule, he'd be really bad at handling it. And Pac-Man, I don't think Pac-Man's poly. There's no way. I don't think it would work. Bringing the Lenovo ThinkPad on its last legs. I haven't had to use a third-party controller on PS5 before. Listen, ever since my fucking hitbox broke, I play fighting games on this fucking thing. And it you plug this into any PC, all is good. You plug it into a Steam Deck, all is good. You plug it into a PS5. Doi. Me no know what that is. Because Sony want $100. I'm so mad. SpongeBob. Oh, you're right. SpongeBob is Ace. I forgot. SpongeBob is an Ace icon. We could put SpongeBob on the Tamagotchi Life Island. That would be awesome. SpongeBob is running to the vent channel on Patrick's Discord the moment the drama starts. You know, Pat. You know Squidward is like getting banned constantly, but SpongeBob like vouches to let him get back in. I feel obliged to say I feel especially ruthless on days when my head is sitting just right. I'm always saying this. Oh, well, I wonder if you could adjust my hat for me, and please be as ruthless as you like. Yo, he kind of real as fuck for that. Thieves deserve to die if you ask me, especially gas thieves. I've no sympathy for the man at all. I like him. He's my favorite. Look, I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again now. I don't have time for this. I got my own problems. Oh, wait, he's good, too. Oh, may the Lord show us all the light here and lead... Dude, you doing alright? Wait. Did little baby JC get to this guy? Patrick pinging at everyone for games at 11 AM on a Wednesday? Who wants a first to 5 at 3 in the morning? Oh boy, 3 AM! Oh my god. Now, Lord Van Zeeks, what can you tell us? Pac-Man does fuck. He has a baby out of wedlock. Wait, he has a baby out of wedlock. An actual controversy that happened when the game was new. That's so fucking stupid, dude. People be mad at anything. Get real. Get real, buddy. The prosecution's report pleads for the court in relation to the theory expounded by the defense yesterday regarding the defendant's T. Pac-Man doesn't know what sex is, but he fucks. That's a strange thought. How does that happen? Like, I feel like he's still down for it. He just has sex, and then afterwards, he's like, oh, dude, that's what that was? Oh, dude. My partner has been suggesting that Squidward used to be part of the polycule, and now it's just SpongeBob and Patrick. Do you think that's why he's sad all the time? Do you think he low-key misses it? What if, like, you know what would be fucking nightmarish? What if, like... What if you had the SpongeBob, Squidward, Patrick polycule, but there was, like, clear favoritism? Like, Patrick and Squidward were kind of getting it on. And SpongeBob is noticing that, like, a lot of meetups are happening, and he hears about them after the fact. And he's hearing about them from, like, Sandy and Mr. Krabs. That's... Yo. SpongeBob, season... I don't know what season they're on. Season 16? Get me in the writer's room. Get me in the writer's room. In the 80s, you really had to stretch. Pac-Man fucks the red ghost hard and loud. I just know he does. Why the red one? You don't fuck with any of the other ones. It has to be the red one. Pray allow me a moment to savor a liquid of more sanguine hue. Squidward is my best friend in the world. Oh wait, that actually does happen, I think. Oh yeah, they had to censor it. Nickelodeon didn't want them talking about polyamory. In the 80s, you really had to stretch to make a moral panic out of video games with the graphics at the time. Yeah, that's true. I would defer to the good detective for the report. Here's to you, Inspector. Dude, I want to eat the chocolate bar in his hat so bad. We got no clue. As indicated by the defense, we found a bar just outside the victim's window in the snow. And there was indeed a frozen reddish liquid in a little depression on the top of it. Yes! That's the tea! That's the tea, sis! That's what Mr. Natsume brought with him that night. Well, the brains at the yard analyzed it, and yes, you're right, it was tea. British Luigi. And there wasn't a trace of strychnine or any other toxic substance in it. No poison at all. In other words, the tea that the defendant brought with him to the victim's room is innocent. It's in the clear. What a revelation! What a Resident Evil Revelations 2! As I suspected. That was on the Wii U, I played it. It was quite fun. This makes it quite clear. The defendant, Mr. Uh-oh. What's he fucking throwing? My learned friend is jumping to conclusions again. A typical Nipponese reaction. Transmess Naruto, we love you. Yes, it's true. No poison was found in the few drops of liquid recovered from the soap on the window ledge. But a suspicious amount of testosterone was found. Would you happen to know anything about that, Naruhodo? But what logic is that? Would you take a drop from the Thames and conclude that the water in the ocean isn't salty? Not how it works. Not how it works. My word, the water in the ocean is extremely salty, Council. Calm down. Calm down. Your theory sucks. That was not earned. That throw was not earned. That's a shit theory. Unfit for drinking, just as the victim's tea was on the night in question, as the court has already heard. Bitter was the precise word from the lips of Mr. William Shakespeare, whom the prosecution now calls back to the stand. I don't know. I don't know, buddy. I don't know, buddy or pal. That's gonna be me in like a little under a month. I'm gonna be like, yes, that's the E. And then I'm gonna find it really hard to stab myself. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna go about that yet. That's gonna be spooky, but I'll get over it. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. I've done all the preparations. It's fine. Oh shit! I gotta do my bloods. Well, you don't gotta. No, you have to do it after you start. But you... Shit, I might as well. It's something to do. Yes, it sounds like we're gonna have another confrontation with our theatrical friend. Bailiff, show Mr. Shakespeare to the stand. Uh-oh. This fucking guy. This fucking bum. Mr. William Shakespeare, the victim of this despicable me. Oh heaven, oh hell. Heaven or hell. Do you command me to remember? Forsooth, 'twas I, Shakespeare, did have a belly full of the foul fluid given in mine innocence. Even if you're the littlest bit sleepy, before and after so you see the change, as much as it sucks, might be worth doing. Yeah, I should get on that sooner rather than later. Yes, but it's revealed yesterday in yesterday's proceedings. To be fair, I'm completely fine with needles. I don't have an issue with them, but like obviously doing it yourself is such a game changer, right? The witness is not as innocent as we had perhaps first been led to believe. By using bars of soap such as this, he has been stealing gas from the company supply, yes. One may smile and be a villain. Forsooth, 'twas I, Shakespeare, did have a roomful of the sweet fuel given. That's right, fellow jurors, don't forget. This man is a rotten thief. I haven't forgotten. Kept all that about ice coins a tidy secret, didn't you? You should have owed up sooner. That guy's gonna beat the shit out of him. Arrest him, I say. Arrest him at once. And he let him feel the sting in my tail. You don't have that. Calm down. Calm down, buddy. Just got advertised an app where you can gamble on world events. Like, will the economy... Oh my fucking god, dude. That pisses me off. That pisses me off. I mean, I already get enough gambling ads as is, and that's not a great vibe, right? Even when it's just, like, the shit you would expect gambling to be for. But, like, come on. Come on, dude. Oh, indeed. By dint of vile and cowardly means have I plotted to further mine own ends, I confess. Thou wouldst not pardon my sins. Of that I am sure. If you acknowledge your wrongdoing, what exactly are you doing here? Cowards die many times before their deaths. And for a coward such as I, death be well deserved, but... would it still that a greater crime passeth unpunished? Oh, that's tough. Below, the hairy-faced gentleman of further east than Verona did contrive to poison me. He's still on this. Okay. But there was no poison in the tea found in your room. The police has attested to that. Well, the defense would assert as an inconsistency will quickly be cleared up by the witness's testimony. Online casinos, when they realize you can call it stock trading and avoid all regulation and prevent it as an investment. Dude, the stocks piss me off. It's just like people... Yeah, enjoy that. Just bet on people being stupid. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? Can only go fantastically. Betting on the opinions of people who have no idea what they're betting on. Awesome. Verily, my liege, I would most gladly speak. Very well. Let the witness testify to explain this inconsistency. Tell the court why it is that poison apparently entered your body, though none of it was found in the tea. Uh-oh. Stop jumping, you're overstimming me. His short hop is crazy. He's got good frame data. The Japanese man did come to my chamber with tea brewed in pot. 'Twas in my cup alone that the wicked miscreant secretly poured his wicked poison. Whilst feigning distraction in our debate, ne'er did a drop of his own drink pass his lips. When he departed and by, I had used the tea that remained in his cup to make my coins of ice. That's stupid. Thus 'tis no surprise that poison be not found in the tea I did pour into the molds of soap. Wait, I think we can disprove that, though. Crypto has done irreparable damage to the gullible people community. It is nutty how, like... How do you put it? It's been kind of bananas seeing the reaction to, like crypto bros realizing that, like, crypto is like, oh shit, I'm wrong actually. Wait. Hang on, sorry, I'm getting my buttons mixed up really bad. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is a bit tricky, huh? I was hoping we would find 2 rims. Wait, no! This actually backs up our argument completely. Doesn't it? I'm pretty sure this will be a key thing in our argument. But yeah, crypto bros, like, realizing that, like, Bitcoin was, like, 75% funded by Epstein. And they're like, dude, I've got blood in my hands. I've been doing this whole time. And it's like, buddy, I mean, that sucks. But probably should have picked up on that sooner. Yeah. I think I see the contradiction. Quite, otherwise it would be disastrous if the prisoner were to mix up the cups, for instance. But no poison bottle was found at the scene. Because, quite simply, the Nipponese took the bottle back to his own room. No way, he's got the fucking bottle. The absence of a vessel containing the poison only becomes problematic when considering suicide. Oh, yes, I've said this. Listen, if you gotta do crypto to get hormones, fire away. Fire away, like, you know, listen, if you're trying to get hormones, you got enough hoops to jump through as is, right? Like, that is that's infinitely more respectable than, like, fucking, whatchamacallit. You're not engaging with, like, trading and shit. Like, you're getting into, like, crypto and wishing you didn't have to, right? You're not engaging with any of the crypto bullshit, you know? It's just a means to an end. And the end is you being a version of yourself that you can be happy with, right? It's like unlocking, how'd you put it? You're like unlocking the best version of yourself. Which is not something, like, shit, it's not something I could, like, reprimand someone for, like, doing, right? That's so important. Have fun with AA, I'll be leaving because spoilers, no problem. Thank you for dropping by, I hope you have a good one. By now it should be perfectly clear. A bar or 2 of cheap soap is wholly insufficient to wash down the deep stains of guilt from the accused's hands. Ag. Sirs, mesdames, 'tis true that I, Shakespeare, be a common thief of gas. But, listen here, ladies and gentlemen, I like this pose. Wherefore would I lie? Firstly, I have no cause, I have naught to lose. HRT that puts you in Ubers. Well, I do declare. Thank you for your testimony, witness. Counsel, proceed with the cross-examination. Yes, my lord. I think I know what the story is here. The tea inconsistency. I want to hear what he has to say. Are you saying that you saw the moment when the poison was added to your tea? To have witnessed the act and then drank the tea, thou dost describe the actions of a fool. Quite so, quite so. But no one likes going thirsty, do they? Sooner would I die quenched than parched. I would have the choice. Would I have the choice? Actually, on the night in question, the water main was frozen, I believe, wasn't it? Were not for the tea, in sooth I would have sooner have died frozen than quenched or parched. Right. No ice queens means no heating. The witness had more than one brush with death on the night in question, it would seem. Remind the court, Mr. Shakespeare, as to whether the accused drank any of the tea which he brought with him. With the greatest of pleasure, my liege. Whilst feigning distraction in our debate, he ne'er did a drop of his own... This is the thing, right? This is the suspicious bit. But the teacup Mr. Natsume drank from was found completely empty at the scene. And let's not forget the defendant's maxium, Drink tea while it's hot. I did gulp from the poisoned cup that night, and in mine agony did I writhe uncontrolled. In fits of pain I did knock the fellow's cup, and its contents spilt as blood from a gaping wound, methinks. Wait. So he's saying he knocked... Hang on. Whoa. That don't sound right. Yeah, no, he's digging himself a hole. Because after I had made the coins of ice from his tea. Wait. An upset cup was found on the table that the victim was slumped over. There's no contradiction here. There's no tea left in either cup that we found at the scene. But still, something about his statement is troubling me. Yes, of course. I know what it is. It's Mr. Natsume's... No. Okay. Okay, yeah, this does not work. Oh. I think it's this. Objection. Yeah, it's the tea ring. You claim that Mr. Natsume didn't drink a drop of tea on the night in question, and that you used the tea that was left in his cup to make your fake coins. But that's not possible. How? Chop logic. What is this, ye dark, ye clanned fiend? The two teacups from the scene, one used by the victim and the other by the defendant, have a clear difference between them. One that represents... Oh, that's fucking... Oh, I missed this. Bring it in. One that represents incontrovertible proof. Inconvertible? What difference? Look at the inside of the cups. Just here, there's a clearly visible ring. Yes, a tea ring. Commonplace enough. Indeed, such stains occur all too readily when one leaves tea in the cup for a while. And yet, Mr. Natsume's cup has no such ring. Good lord, you're right. It's completely clean. And Pithri, sir, what makest thou of it? Exactly what Mr. Natsume told the court yesterday. The Japanese saying he quoted. Oh, shit, wait, is the game really quiet? Oh, sorry. I didn't even realize. Let me get turned up in here, my bad. What is the game audio on? How's that? Is that better? Is that like a... Or is that like too loud? That's a little loud on my end, but let me know if that's like the right volume. The jittery Mr. Natsume was true to his usual self that night and drank his tea in no time. Oh! New face? Holy shit. Yo, why he kind of, If, as you claim in your testimony, he didn't drop a touch of his tea. Oh my fucking god, I can't words. A ring would have developed on the inside of his cup as well, after the several hours the tea was left standing. But, in short, Mr. Shamspear, you clearly lied to the court. Get thee to a nunnery. Objection! Alright, what's he gonna say? Put that shit down, buddy. Calm down. As a rule, I fill my hallowed chalice up to 7 times during any one trial. Oh, man. This poor man's liver. You might want to keep that information to yourself. He got no fucking clue what's going on. Tedium distracts me and I pour more times than I intended until the bottle was dry. Your drinking habits are fascinating but irrelevant. Oh! Wait, is he implying that... Wait, so he could have poured more than 1 cup of tea. That's a good point, actually. To William Shamspear. Yes, my liege. Though you previously stated that you made the coins of ice from the leftover tea in the accused cups. Could it be that you were perhaps mistaken? Could it be that, yes, perhaps there was some tea remaining in the small teapot left at the scene? A fact that had vanished from your memory until now. Faith, my liege, thou art a magician. For verily 'tis as though 'Tis as though thou hast seen with thine own eyes that night. Oh my god, how did he do that? That's his Baron von Zeke's attack. He hits the, you know, he's just that good. What? Forsooth, I was mistook. You fucking silly Billy. I did plan to use tea from the Japanese fellow's cup, but lo, when I looked 'twas empty. And thus did I use the dregs that festered in the teapot, as my liege did suggest. Objection. You fucking liar, dude, you're full of shit. And you've just suddenly remembered now that you made a mistake before. Vensing's command grab. Yeah, when they make the Ace Attorney fighting game, that's gonna be fucking awesome. That definitely gives you a juggle in the corner. That absolutely gives you a juggle in the corner. Are we supposed to believe that? Objection. People's memories are imperfect, my learned friend, which is why we rely on evidence instead. But in any case, it makes no difference. Wait, where is the teapot? Have we not seen the teapot? Oh, wait, is it the one on the stove? There's something fucking up here. Something is fucking up here. The victim's most recent testimony tells us two things of note. Firstly, that the poison was put into the victim's teacup only. And secondly, that the spoiled cup was not the source of the insipid ice coins that have bewitched this court. Just filled to the brim with cyanide, and they're like, oh shit, yeah, that would have done it. The prosecution makes a fine summary of the facts. Furthermore, the testimony remains valid and in full support of the established facts. In other words... the inconsistency claimed by the defense simply does not exist. What the fuck? Rude. What does this mean then? Yeah, they don't get it either. There's no issue with the gas thief's testimony, apart from the bit about thieving gas off. You see, they still don't trust him. My lords, ladies, and gentlemen of the jury, I do solemnly swear, after I did dine at Grubb's Grubbery Alehouse that night, naught did pass my lips but the black tea given me by the Japanese, whose back be stooped as low as death. And on what did you dine, sir? Why, I did partake of my favourites, a broth as thou wouldest be called soup, and a leaf as wouldest be called salad. Or farming while he's just making shit up. He's just like me, you're right! He's just like me for real. It's my whole ass thing. I love lying and aura farming. As inscrupulous a menu as they established where it was served. But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. Willingly would I suffer what punishment 'tis seen fit to serve a wicked thief of gas, but, I pray ye wise and noble fellows, ne'er forget the simple truth. That be one thing, and this be another. Wait, what if the soup poisoned him? Jurors all, your humble servant Shamspeare does entreat you, to punish the Japanese fellow for his sins. My lord! If I may speak, my lord. Yes, Mr. Foreman. I believe that we may have been duped by that rotten defense lawyer. By me, oh my fucking god. These people are so easily influenced, it's insane. They're like babies. You hit the Baron von Zeke's jingles the wine keys in front of them, and they're like... I like Shamspeare. He is a dickhead, but I like him. We all know the wafer was there making coin device to keep himself warm. But this lawyer says if he's stealing gas, he deserves a dose of poison, eh? He's been leading us up the garden path, that's what he's been doing. I really never said anything like that. But what we just heard from the victim there has opened our eyes again. We've reached a decision this time, and we won't be swayed from it. Okay, we need real-ass evidence now. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your decisions now.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty! Guilty!
Guilty! I like him. That's nuts that they're that easily convinced. Jury section is definitely the least fun part of this game. Really? I don't know. I quite like them. I will say, though, I like the jury sections, but they are better in Layton versus Phoenix Wright. They're definitely... Well, it's not really... Okay, they're not jury sections, but they're like the... what do you call them? The mob testimonies. Sorry, the mob testimonies. But I'm fine with the jury stuff. Oh, happy day. Oh, buddy. Calm down. Layton X Wright is extremely good. I definitely recommend hopping on. It is probably my third favorite Ace Attorney. Hands down the best Ace Attorney game, in my opinion. I completely get that opinion. I still think my favorite is Investigations 2. Investigations 2... Wait. Okay, no, sorry. Layton is my fourth favorite. My bad. No. Annoying as shit. Yeah, he's a silly Jim. He's a silly Jim. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. No. Investigations 2, Great Ace Attorney 1, Ace Attorney 4, and then is Layton, I think. Then Layton. Very well. The court upholds the defense's right. Typical. My learned friend is unable to accept the obvious truth. Back off, buddy. Hop off. Hop off. The trial will therefore enter its second summation examination immediately. Jurors, the court calls upon each of you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant guilty of the crime of which he is charged. Thank you. The finale of Layton vs. Wright is there. I'm fine with the finale, but it does wrap up too quickly. It ramps up too quickly, which I think is a bummer. I also really did not like the DLC. I haven't even finished it, but I kind of hoped it would just be like more of those characters I loved, and instead it's this weird meta banter that I don't quite understand. I'm a man of logic, me, and having considered all the evidence, the defendant must logically be guilty. Dude, you don't know. Shut up, Waluigi. I do agree that gas is far too expensive. I can quite understand why the man would want to avoid paying. Wait, oh. Is it... What does this have to do with anything? I hate gas. I don't want it getting into my home. Layton, then AA4, then Great Ace Attorney, ranking both as one game for me. Very valid. That makes a lot of sense. I could never, I mean, Investigations 2 might just be, like, my favorite game. Unless you count Umineko When They Cry as a game. I know some people would be like, that's not a game. That's not a game. Hop off. No. No, it's kind of a game. Look, it's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. I think I would put Umineko above Investigations 2. I probably would. Gas doesn't come for free. It costs a fortune to deliver it around the city and maintain the pipes. Truth be told, the tea my wife serves up for me is a little sketchy at times. If nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there? Soup! Soup, you bum? Unreal. It's more of a latent ending than a... Yes, if you know what you're getting into, then it won't bother you. Like, again, it's like... Where again, there's a video I watched that sums it up really well, where it's more about... It's more about how the twist fits into the story than the twist itself making sense, right? Like, I won't lie, I was more bugged by the ending of Curious Village than the crossover. I do feel that perhaps personal opinion about gas and its supply has influenced decisions somewhat. No, their decisions have been influenced by fucking huffing it, dude. They're losing the plot. The truth is, our counter-argument wasn't as unassailable as we'd hoped. And Mr. Shamsir was poisoned, there can be no doubt of that. I do need to finish Pandora's Box. I do need to get back to that. That game's quite nice. It's got a lot of, like, very welcome improvements over the first game. I think we need to establish the method by which Mr. Shamsir was actually poisoned. Our only hope is to demonstrate that to the court incontrovertibly. But that's almost surely impossible at this stage. If we don't manage it, though, Mr. Natsume will be found guilty. Okay. No delays, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination. Okay, whatever you say. The defense's rebuttal. Bud. Okay. What if he was poisoned by gas somehow? Could we please talk about the poison rather than the gas? Do you think so? He's so silly. Well, if you like. I mean, to be honest, I'd take poison over gas every time. Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? This guy's lost the plot. You'd take poison? What I mean is, poison can only poison you. It doesn't explode, does it? What are you talking about? Set him straight, please, lawyer man. Well, it's certainly true that poison isn't prone to exploding. But I think you'll find that poison also can light or heat up a room. Ah! Dude, what does this have to do with anything? Dude, I hate Juror number 3. Juror number 3 sucks ass. Juror tier list. Dude, it's crazy that they got me vouching for fucking Juror number 4. The Nepo baby one. You're right, I hadn't considered that at all. Young lawyer man. Yes? You have a good head on your shoulders. We could use someone like you as our company's legal representative. Well, I wasn't expecting to pick up more business in the middle of a trial, that's for sure. Anyway, the point is, I haven't had the best experience with gas companies in the past. I love the typewriter lady. Okay, fill me in. You're my favorite right now. Fill me in. Give me the scoop. Can we please refrain from this talk of gas? There's an all-out attack underway here, in case you hadn't noticed, against my company's gas. And I'm supposed to sit here and take it, am I? I don't think so. She's really buzzing now. All I've heard about our wonderful fuel is explosions and poisonings. What about electricity, What about getting electrocuted? What about that? A little explosion here and there is nothing in comparison. Any explosion could hardly be described as nothing, madam. Nevertheless, the theft of your gas is deplorable. My point exactly, but the gas thieves aren't even the worst of our enemies. We have far more devious reprobates to contend with on a daily basis, you know. More devious? Who, madame? Other gas companies, of course. Other gas companies. We generate gas and we deliver it to our customers fair and square. Okay. I wonder if we'll get to the third case today. Indeed, nobody is questioning that, madam. Altamont is an exemplary gas company. Wait, I just realized, you know what her color scheme fits 1-for-1? Oh, it's not going to show up really well on the camera. She has the same color scheme as my guy. As Blaster. Yo. Okay, gang, who's the real baddie? Who's winning? Who's the real bad? Does she have a gear on her back that makes her look up and down? I don't think so. I don't think so. Does she have a massive gap in her torso if you take out her, like, her ammo? For her blaster doohickey? I don't think so. Sorry, I'm setting unrealistic beauty standards for juror number 4. It's my bad. There are other unscrupulous gas companies here in London that don't even have any gas at all. What? But if they don't have any gas, how do they go about selling it to people? You wouldn't think it possible, would you? But they steal our gas, you see, and sell that. They steal your gas? The torso gap sold me. She's a 10, and you can reach right through her. I think I forgot to mention in chat, but I'm probably going to be lurking for a bit as I play Animal Crossing. Good luck, y'all. No worries. I know a lot of people, especially during this kind of game, it makes sense to be a lurkster. Just sit back and enjoy the vibe and the cool story get thrown at you. And, you know, maybe hop on for the occasional hype moment, regardless of aura. But I do hope you have fun. I do like her umbrella. I could fuck that up. Gas companies like ours deliver gas to people's homes via a network of pipes. But these devious reprobates, they secretly disconnect our pipes and divert our gas into their own rotten pipes. Hang on, let me see what that said. I'm sorry, I love hitting the wrong buttons. They make a contract with the household supplied by those pipes, and take money for the precious gas that's rightfully ours without us even knowing. They're diverting gas into their own pipes illegally. What a brazen form of theft. When we visit customers' houses to collect the money from their meters, we always have to check whether or not one of these devious companies has been up to its tricks. Dude, I hate that. This guy sucks so fucking bad. Look at him. I hate him.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Go on then. Go on then. Show us your theory. Oh, golly, you mean me? I'm terribly sorry. I was just thinking to myself. I really did catch him off guard here. I also love that her hairlocks look like little bee abdomens with little stingers too. Oh, they do. That's cute. Well, yes. I just got a little riled about it recently, you see. Go on. An Altamont gas worker visited my house the other day to investigate the pipe work. We need to ask for your cooperation while we carry out a secret check of your property, sir, the fellow said. So I let him in, and you know what he did? I'm afraid I have no idea. Please tell us. He proceeded to take one of my lights off the wall. Then he grabbed the exposed mouth of the pipe and started blowing into it. What do you think you're doing, young man? You're giving away company secrets there. Oh, please, everybody knows, but it was very nearly the death of me, I can tell you. What do you mean? I'll explain if you don't mind. As I said before, These unscrupulous other gas companies connect their customers to our pipe network. Yes, but how does blowing into the pipes come into it? Obviously, there's gas in the pipes, and it's at a fairly low pressure. By blowing air through the pipe, you can make the pressure drop temporarily. And if you do that, any lights connected to the same pipe will flicker for a moment. Oh. If upon blowing into the pipe, the lights of an adjacent property that has no contract with your company flicker, you can know that those devious scoundrels have been meddling with the pipes. Exactly, my lord. That's it in a nutshell. It's the reason why we have teams of workers going around neighborhoods to investigate which lights flicker. The trouble is, the particular worker who came into my house didn't know the strength of his own breath. He blew down the pipe with all his might, and you can guess what happened, can't you? Well, if he blew hard, then... Wait, you mean... That's right. The lights didn't just flicker, they went out, along with the stove. Gas started pouring into the house. What a disaster. The gas must have been interrupted briefly because the man blew too hard, so the flames went out. I'm afraid I yelled at the fellow. Are you trying to kill us all, I said? I wonder if this is juror number 5. By disconnecting a lamp and blowing into the exposed gas pipe, it's possible to extinguish lamps and stoves connected to the same network. Oh shit, wait! That's important because we've decided we've been learning a lot about the time of events as a result of like when lights and shit went out. I think perhaps, yes, this is almost certainly the clue that we've been hoping for. Juror number 3, the defense requests that you amend your statement to include that information. Oh, well, if you like, I don't mind. Well, I do. Widely known already. Very well, juror number 3, you will amend your statement accordingly. Well, I'm not really sure what the point of this is. Let me see. I still don't know what that's about. Wait! No. Damn, he got railed. He had something to do. Gonna dip to go get ready, head out. Oh, enjoy the stream. No worries. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good one. Could this be for blowing into the pipe? We're at full health, so I might try.
Hold it!
Let me see. When you say extinguish everything in the house, do you mean even on different floors? All floors are connected to the same pipe after all. That's true of every building, because gas supply contracts are issued for whole properties. Well, I had no idea that it was possible to extinguish gas appliances simply by blowing down the pipe. It's not something we'd like to publicize, to be honest, but we have to carry out these investigations, as I'm sure you can appreciate. It has been mentioned on more than one occasion in the papers, even. Is that so? It's been mentioned to me, too, very recently. An incident involving the gas stove going out inexplicably, almost leading to someone's death. I think perhaps, yes, it's finally starting to fall into place, a secret link that joins all of these strange occurrences. But we still need more to do. I do want to press this, because I wonder, what if the soup is evil? If the victim could be shown to have injected something else, you'd change your leaning. What's that now? Oh, I was just saying, if the victim did actually eat or drink something else on the night... What's the matter with you? Sorry? I said, if nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there? Haven't you been listening to me at all? I feel there's an English expression about a pot and a kettle that's appropriate here. Compared to the other jurors who don't even appear to have anything to say about the case at all, it would seem that this elderly gentleman has been listening to the proceedings far more intently. He has selective hearing. There's something up with him. Watch everyone involved and pursue people if they react to something someone else says. No, I'm all good. Don't worry. Okay. I should press her. See what the scoop is. This isn't the time or the place to be discussing the price of gas, madam. But really, think of the injustice. Air is a gas, and air is free. Why should ultimate gas cost money? It makes my blood boil. I can feel myself becoming more ruthless than ever. This isn't the time to be ruthless either. If I might interject here? Ah, yes, madam? It seems my fellow juror takes issue with the price our company charges for gas. But it's precisely because of thieves like this that the cost goes up. Oh, what a beastly man. That unkempt mustache, those hunched shoulders, poisoning tea and stealing gas, utterly unforgivable. Wait, no. Mr. Natsume isn't the one who's been stealing gas. I'll thank you not to go adding more crimes. I've quite made up my mind. It's as made up as the price of gas. Okay, so that's a nothing burger. I wonder if this is it.
Objection.
These two statements clearly contradict each other. Good gracious. Blood on the clock tower. I don't actually. That sounds kind of tight though. Is it related to Clock Tower, like the series? To whose statements do you refer, counsel? Juror number 6, did you hear what juror number 3 just said? Eh, what? Yes, of course. I heard him mumbling about something or other. There is another explanation here, I believe. Something besides Mr. Natsume's tea did, in a manner of speaking, pass the victim's lips on the night in question. What? What explanation? He looks so cute when he's shocked. I wonder, did the police check the mouth of the gas pipe feeding the wall light at the scene? To see if there were any traces of poison there? No. I was curious to see what your floundering would result in this time, but the mouth of a gas pipe? Scotland Yard have enough to do without exploring such irrelevance. Oh, I have not seen them. That sounds kind of neat, though. What a piece of work has met this fucking bomb. What are you trying to say, Mr. Shamspeare? What speakest thou? Prithee, is it not strange and strange? That is what I say to thee, sir. I thought I'd been quite clear, but let me put it another way. Let me put this in a language you can understand. The strychnine could have been on the mouth of the gas pipe that feeds the lamp wall in your room. There is. I hadn't thought of one, but it is there. This courtroom needs a hero. And that is how the poison came to enter your body. Good lord. We do got proof that he be in the pipe. Are they tasty then, gas pipes? Is that what he's saying? Or is the gentleman suggesting that the poor man was so desperately hungry that he tried to fill his belly with gas? Perhaps no actress would perform a kiss scene with him. Wow! They hate his ass. For people who were like, no, yeah, he didn't do it. They hate his ass. Oh my god, she's brutal. For shame, madam, speaking thy fancy. I assure you I'm not such a buffoon that I have to kiss pipes. Wait, hang. Okay, there's a joke here. There's a joke here.
Objection.
What if that set off a gas explosion? This is no summation examination. This is a farce. The prosecution will not stand for any more of my learned Nipponese friend's conjecture. Begin with... Oh, shit, my bad. Okay. To begin with, the lamp in the victim's room is high on the wall. Hello. These are empty assertions. Another one? Calm down. You're gonna run out. There is no possible proof that the man did as you say. It's true, I have no proof that Mr. Shakespeare put his lips to the pipe. However, I can say with some certainty that on multiple occasions, Mr. Shakespeare has been doing something in front of that lamp on his wall. Oh my god. And I have evidence to prove it. Alright, you've gotten our attention, lad. I'd like to see how you can be so sure of yourself. So would I. Let's see this evidence then. It's the finger. This is the proof that, time and time again, Mr. Shakespeare stood in front of his gas lamp. It's this. The finger. He's joking it in front of the wall. I wouldn't say that's what he was doing. It might have been joking adjacent, but... I started my second to last uni this week, and I'm already tired. Oh, yeah, I've been there. I hope it works out alright, but you know what? I think I've mentioned it before, but God, I am so happy I wrapped up my education, like, fully. Before, AI slop became a thing. Even the little bit of it that I had to deal with in language class is, like, it's real bad. The gas that makes you calm. I mean, shit, he kind of broke as hell. He don't got anything else to do. These are... Wait, what are they called? Yes. Skin prints that were found at the scene. Skin prints, Council. I've never heard of such things. The Justice Ministry is currently assessing whether or not to permit fingerprints as evidence in court, however. What did you study in uni? I did, shit, what did I do? I did digital media design. So, like, graphic design and audio design and all that jazz. It was pretty good. It was alright. Yeah, right? Like, imagine doing group projects where your entire group is just hitting up ChatGPT every other second. That shit sucks. My lord, this is an exciting new forensic technique developed by the great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. It reveals all of the places that Mr. Shakespeare touched in his room. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, that's black magic, isn't it? Well, if anyone could invent something like this, it's that great Sholmes fellow, that's for sure. I agree. This month's edition of Engineering Thumbs was quite fascinating. We found skin prints in many places that you would expect. On the table, on the costumes. Colleges when you plagiarize. But colleges when you plagiarize with AI? They love that shit. Mr. Shakespeare also appears to have been touching some very unexpected... Calm down. They know what the fuck they're doing with this. Your Honor. Your Honor. The defense claims he was getting piped. See? We have photographic evidence. Around the hanging picture there. Indeed, multiple handprints appear to be visible. Colleges when you burn a rainforest and poisoning a watering hole to plagiarize. I'm saying. It's so lame. Could he have been appreciating the artwork perhaps? Oh my fucking god. Imagine just like going up to a museum and like appreciating a painting and you're doing it like this. Well, I wonder, could he have been appreciating the artwork? No! At first my colleagues and I thought the same. However, they use it as an excuse to increase your work. Oh my god, I had not considered that. That shit fucking blows. Imagine standing with your hands where those prints are and you would find yourself directly in front of... The students will use AI anyways, triple their essays. Oh my fucking god. The gas lamp. That sounds unbearable. But the reason why isn't immediately obvious. It's clear that Mr. Shakespeare has regularly been standing with his hands to the wall in front of that lamp. Right, what have you been up to, you nut? He ain't telling. He ain't telling. I'd asked the court to recall juror number 4's earlier statement. What did I say? You said that blowing into a gas pipe would make the lights in the entire building flicker. How's Roasted Randy doing? He's doing alright. I'm glad you're enjoying the Tomodachi stuff. Boom. He's hanging in there. He is... Actually, he's fully crystalled. I think he's fully crystalled. Yeah, he's doing alright. What? Me now? When the gas worker who visited his home blew with too much force into the pipe... Oh shit, we're killing him. Uh-oh. Okay, what color crystal is going? What color are we taking? What's happening? It caused all the lights in the gas stove to go out, and gas to start leaking into the rooms. Wait, we got the counter? Oh my god. The counter save. I need to fiddle with the prices so it costs more. We're just hitting the and then the foiled again. What about Roasted Randy? Who's Roasted Randy? Oh my god, Red Randy! Oh my god, yeah! I forgot. I don't have him. I didn't bring him when I moved to Sweden. He's at home. He's holding the fort. Obviously, that incident was an accident. However, the simple fact is... Yeah. No, that's the terrifying thing. I feel like if AI slop was a thing when I was in school, I probably would have used it at points. Because, like, a lot of, like, not in uni, but in, like, secondary school, the work that you're given is so meaningless. Like, it is slop. It is just there for it's just stuff, right? It's not, like, a part of the curriculum or whatever. You're not learning anything from it. It's just stuff, right? It's just something that they make you do. Because why not? You know? So I would have used it. I know for a fact fucking 16-year-old me would have been hitting up ChatGPT, making it do my slop for me. Right? Like, instead of just, like, being like... What you should do is just, like... ban AI in uni, don't increase the workload, and make the workload important. And then if people do use AI anyway, well, they fucking fail. And they, even if they manage to somehow get away with it, they leave uni and they have no fucking skills. So, whatever. If Mr. Shamsby would have blown hard into the gas pipe here in his room, he could have extinguished every other light and gas stove in the building at will. Crikey. Are you suggesting that the man purposefully caused the gas... I'm so reading. More. Whilst I acknowledge that the prosecution is required to remain silent during a summation examination, I must toast my learned friend's utter disregard for the letter of the law. What is the meaning of this, Lord Van Zeeks? The curious photograph, or whatever it is, presented by the defense, the so-called skin prints. Clearly, that cannot be accepted as any form of usable evidence in this case. It's an exciting new forensic technique, developed by a great detective. It's nothing. A mere toy developed by an amateur sleuth with too much time on his hands. That's fine though, because don't we have actual reports to back this up, don't we? Oh shit, I fucked up the button. I thought we had something to back this up that wasn't the photo. Even research of this nature by the esteemed Mr. Schloms cannot be recognized by the court as formal evidence. Hold it, Mr. Sato? Please, my lord, if I may. Mr. Sato, it was not the defense's intention to submit the skin prints as evidence. We merely wish to present the results of the great detective's investigation of the scene as a tool by which to explain a possibility to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Oh, she's a fucking Noah. And if the trial were to come to an end now, we should never learn the truth behind these mysterious handprints that everyone has now seen. She's a fucking Noah! Oh, she's a fucking Noah. I don't believe we can allow that to happen, and I'm sure the jurors would agree. That's a lot of dings. You're right! Whether those strange handprints are a significant clue or not, it's down to us for society. Juror number 3! I was too mean to him. Yeah, it is Pokemon's 30th anniversary this year. I mean, I feel like we know that the Gen 10 announcement is coming soon, right? I wonder what that's gonna be like. Only 2? Hold on now. What's the matter with you two? That was foolhardy. I did say, didn't I? And I don't like to break a promise. No, wait, you heard his lordship. What the hell? What the hell is juror number 1's problem? About 3 weeks at Pokemon Day. Yeah, they're probably revealing Gen 10 there, aren't they? I know we got Pokopia coming up, but, you know. If just one more juror changes his or her mind, Mr. Natsume's trial will have to continue. Thank you, Mr. Sato, but I couldn't have done it without you. Oh no, it was you who identified the clue after all. This is very much your success. Oh, it's not looking good for him. Why, Mr. Chansper, you seem to be losing your composure. Just one more juror, Mr. Naruhodo. You can do it. Big Yellow, it's me, Little Yellow. Very well, continue, Council. Alright, we gotta do more digging. Yeah, we didn't talk to this guy. Tangled lemurs. I mean, that makes me think of Tangled the lemur, like the actual Pokemon. Like, I'm curious how Pokopia turns out. I'm not getting it. Wait, is Pokopia a Switch 2 exclusive, or is it both? I don't remember actually. It doesn't look very Switch 2 exclusive, but I don't remember. Happened to tidy a few times now. This is most troubling indeed. Don't think so. Okay. Wait, I didn't do that. No, we just happened to be talking about Pokemon. I would never call Tangle the Lemur a Pokemon. Promise. It's always days like this one when I don't get any wages. I get in at tea time, see? And I see her doing it, my wife. She gets that devilish look on her face and she slips some white powder into my cup. Pokemon Switch to exclusive despite looking like a mobile game. I do like how it looks, but yeah, it's not like, you know. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. It's a nice idea for a game. I hope it doesn't end up being like, oh, but wait, isn't it by the Dragon Quest Builders devs? I think they do a good job. I trust them. Those are good games. Dragon Quest Builders are good-ass games. Right? Yeah, like, I would wait to see what happens, but if it's good, good. So we'll see. And you drink it anyway? I was brought up proper, I was. If someone gives you a cup, you drink it. What happened to you? What did it taste like? It was god-awful, believe you me. Salty as hell. Oh, so it was salt. Then I think perhaps what your wife put in your tea was salt. No! So, she doesn't even care enough to poison me properly, eh? Unbelievable. But what does this have to do with anything? I wonder. So his tea is salty, and that's it. We have not pressed this guy yet. I want to see. That's right. There's no room for doubt. It's all pointing to that Japanese man with the big mustache. By the Dynasty Warriors studio. What? Really? Huh. Pokken 2 could be interesting. Pokken 2... I'm not a Pokken 1 fan, but there's a lot of really good ideas in Pokken 1. Right? I think you give that game a bit more polish and, like, you focus on the best parts of it, you make something fucking sick. That's right, and there's no room for doubt. It's all pointing at that Japanese man with the big mustache. Yeah, he's just along for the line. Announce Lego sets that don't suck. They're not that bad. They're not that... Okay, well... I mean, the one with the 3 starters isn't real, right? Actually, they probably will, and... Oh my god, wait, this makes sense now. Wait, this makes a lot of sense. Okay. We deserve an affordable and decent looking one. It's not that fucking Pikachu. No, yeah, this is what I don't get. I've been really baffled by LEGO's decision. Because we know we're getting sets like that. There are the 3 sets we have now, and then there are the sets that are, like, aimed at kids. Like, for everyone, right? Just more normal LEGO sets. We know we're getting them. They leaked. But I've been really baffled by the decision to reveal the ones for adults first. Because they're more out of the range of most people, since there's only one reasonably priced one. Okay, they're all reasonably priced for what they are, but they're just, like, not, you know. Like, technically the massive one is worth 650 bucks, but who the fuck has 650 bucks for a statue, you know what I mean? Like, you know, but I don't know. I think they could have avoided a lot of the discourse around it by just revealing all the sets at once. But they're probably going to do that in a Pokemon Presents or something. Right? What, your so-called skin prints? It's an exciting new forensic investigation technique developed by the great detective himself. He just doesn't believe in it. He looked at it and he just does not believe it. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. Whoa. The numerous handprints on the wall are clearly out of the ordinary. I would have appreciated the starters being different sets. In different sets, yeah. I would have appreciated that, because I would have fucked up the Venusaur and none of the other ones. But as the prosecution rightly says, we should pay no heed to unacceptable forms of evidence. And besides, yes? Even if the fellow has been up to some mischief with the gas pipe dozens of times before, it doesn't mean he got up to the same shenanigans on the night in question, does it? Oh. If you can't make your case better than that, I'm afraid I can't change my stance. You do make a very valid point, sir. That's true. Perhaps I was a little hasty. Uh-oh. You've got your chance here, haven't you? So it's time to prove your theory. If you and your Japanese cohorts can, that is. Leave your nationally out of this, please. This guy's an asshole. I have supporting testimony. There is witness testimony that substantiates it. What's that? Testimony? This is incredible. Whose testimony? It's Mr. Garydev. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I'm hoping minifigure scale Pokemon is what we get. Oh, we don't know what the sets look like, unfortunately. We've only had the sets names leak. There's one with Squirtle in a buggy. There is one with Squirtle in a buggy. That I remember. Where's Mr. Garydev? My goat.
Take that!
Wait, is this wrong? Wait, oh shit, I fucked up. A witness who spoke about the gas on the night in question. Yes, there was someone. Oh, fuck. Okay. Damn. Wait, hang on. Let me... who spoke about the gas? Was it Soseki? Oh! You! Oh, fucking course. It's him. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. My bad. Says the English. I think one more set that was like Eevee sized would have done a lot for them. I think that would have been a good idea. Because like the Eevee one is the only one I have any interested in, just because it's like, you know, affordable. I don't know if I'll pick it up though. I do think Eevee's pretty cool, but you know, I got enough Lego as is. I got cool shit that I want to build for the subathon already, so I got a lot of cool dudes to build. But as the prosecution rightly says, we should just pay no heed to unacceptable forms of evidence. And besides, okay, I think it's the B. I think it's the B we gotta talk about. I hope I'm right. Keep moving. Yeah, it is only the names. The Eevee Lego set. That's fair. That's fair. That does make sense. I didn't see the sets of all of them Gen 1. I actually don't know. Oh, the Lego Game Boy is great. It's a bit expensive for how big it is, but I managed to catch it on sale at DreamHack. Here we go. Also, speaking of Lego, I found out that there's a Score Bunny. Oh, that's nice. I don't fuck with Score Bunny that much, but it's nice to know that it's not just Gen 1. Sale 2, nice. Fuck, I hate that I don't remember who it is. Is it you?
Take that!
No! Ah, that sucks. Okay, now I feel like a bum. I hate that I don't remember this. Okay. Okay, so we gotta go through all this again. This is gonna be the one. I really thought we had it. Okay, that's autoplay. That doesn't speed it up. It's fine. Okay. So who else could it have been? Because I thought it was Mr. Garadeb. Is it Mr. Soseki himself? It's me. Call me to the witness stand. Huh? Why didn't you say so? Oh, and then up you go. Okay, here we go. I think it is Soseki then. Maybe we get Soseki. Maybe it is Soseki. And then we'll get the chance to talk to Garadeb. Store here has been selling a bunch of Switch and Switch 2 games for big discounts. That is rare, damn. I'm still not sold on the Switch 2. Maybe if they do an OLED model down the line. But I don't think it's happening. Testimony? This is incredible. Whose testimony? It's all connected. Everything is linked. The person whose testimony revealed details about the gas in the Garadeb residence that night. Namely, there's a Rialo and aside from that, it's all Gen 1. Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, for me, it's like... Is it really Soseki? If it's not Soseki, I'm gonna feel like such a bum.
Take that!
Thank God. Woo! Sun go the way of the dodo? No, that makes sense. For me, it's mostly... Like, I would like to play Mario Kart World, just because, despite, like, a lot of the obvious issues people were talking about, it is kind of a game made just for me. Just the premise of it, so I would like to see what it's about. Bonanza is pretty neat. Kirby Air Riders is pretty neat. See, a lot of the games that I, like... It's tricky. A lot of the games on the Switch 2 I'm, like, nearly sold on. But only, like, a little bit. It's tricky. Every single game that I'm, like, interested in on the Switch 2 has, like, one thing that I'm like, oh, shit, maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. At the very beginning of the proceedings here in court yesterday, Mr. Natsume said the following. My lodgings. There's been a whole series of strange happenings in my lodgings. Oh, the curses and shit. Even on that fateful night it happened, when I returned from Mr. Shamspeare's room. I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out, and somebody tried to kill me. Diaper and ad. Diaper ads and gambling ad. That's a vital combo. That shit sucks. I mean, I got a fucking... For some reason, I opened up Twitch yesterday, like, before the stream, and there was just, a massive bar at the bottom that was like, get your Roblox fill and earn rewards, and it's like, no, I don't think I will. Sorry, buddy. So I asked the court, was that a mere coincidence or not? Good golly. So that Shamspeare fellow blew air into the gas pipe to make the man's stove go out on purpose? Hold your horses there. What would he do that for? Oh, we got his ass. Go to the bathroom. Not yet. Not yet. Fucking hate that video. What is it, man? We cannot allow judgment to be passed while this doubt remains. It's true that I don't have conclusive evidence yet. However, you must surely agree that there is more to this case than meets the eye. Ag. Fair enough. Like I said at the outset, I'm a man of logic, first and foremost. Boink. They really think Grade Ace Attorney 2 is for babies. That's 4 jurors leaning towards not guilty, my lord. We've overturned the decision. Therefore, the defense calls for the trial to continue. My god. Why doesn't juror number 4 fuck with us? That's crazy. True, yeah. If there's anyone who needs good press, it's fucking Roblox. No one has a single nice thing to say about that shit. The summation examination has concluded with a majority of jurors altering their decisions. 2 jury members now call guilty, 4 now call not guilty. Therefore, the jury's opinion is conflicted, and in accordance with the law of this land, I hereby order the continuation of this trial. Swag. Mr. William Shamspeare. My lord, how can thy humble Shamspeare serve thee? What say you in response to the various revelations made during the summation examination? So God mend me. I do solemnly swear, I recall aught of either the lamp or the pipe. I wanted to say that I had a monkey ball party with my friends yesterday. It was a blast. Oh, that's cool. We gotta do that. I gotta get the gang over to do that. That'd be fucking sick. Ugh. I recall aught of either the lamp or the pipe. But your handprints have made a tidy mess over the wall there. How do you explain that, eh? This fucking guy. I am done with this. The dignity of this great courtroom has been sullied enough already. Juror number 5. Who, me? As I went to some pains to point out already, a print from the self-professed detective's toy has no place in a British court of law. As such, whether or not this man did indeed stand before the gas lamp with his hands against the wall remains at this time unestablished conjecture. You do well to remember that. But you know what you've seen. You know what you've seen. But the prosecution must concede that it would be extremely simple to verify. Just order the mouth of the gas pipe feeding that lamp in Mr. Shamspeare's room to be examined. If there are traces of poison there, what appears to be an extremely simple is my Nipponese friend's mind. Oh my fucking god. You'll recall that in order to check for the presence of poison in the tea, some remnants of tea were required. Therefore, it wouldn't be beyond your wit to imagine that even if poison were to have been spread on the pipe, it would have been completely evaporated by now, making any analysis impossible. Ag, I didn't think of that. In any case, counsel, I fail to see what you could possibly have motivated the man to do as you describe. Why on earth would this fellow have wanted to blow air into the gas pipework where he lived? My honor, the twink was railed in front of the gas lamp. He's gay in the early 1900s. Put him in the contraption. Fuck! Just imagine an Ace Attorney case that ends like that, where you get the guy convicted, but it's for the completely wrong reason, and you just like, he did do that other thing, but I don't feel great about this. I've heard Kirby Air Riders is very good. I've heard it's very, very good. I've got a couple of who can shout for it. There's only one possibility that I can think of, and that is to use the leaking gas to commit murder. Maybe. Order, counsel. Precisely whose life do you propose this man was plotting to end? The answer couldn't be simple. We now have unraveled the mystery this far. Mr. Shamspeare wanted to end the life of... Does he?
Take that!
If a gas light were to go out, it would be noticed immediately, of course. But a gas stove, on the other hand, could be silently extinguished by the killer without anyone noticing. I live around those parts myself, so I know what it's like. I can tell you, trying to sleep without the stove lit is pretty much suicide. You'd freeze to death in no time. Mr. Garadeb, the landlord, has a large fireplace in his part of the residence on the top floor. Ah. Of other words, it wasn't a landlord, but a fellow lodger whose life Mr. Shamspeare was trying to end. Outrageous. True? You never know. I'm talking about, of course, the defendant. We've sauced him. Mr. Natsume isn't the villain in this case. He's the victim this man was trying to murder. Goo gracious. This fucking guy. Get his ass. The accused is actually the aggrieved. Interesting. However, the fundamental facts of the case remain unchanged. Namely, that the accused is the aggressor here. How can you still claim that? I plan to go to my electronic store more often so I can play Mario Kart World on display Switch too. I played some stuff on the display once they had a DreamHack. That was kind of fun. Let us indulge your fancies for a moment and assume that there was indeed poison on the mouth of the gas pipe. The question that then arises is who put it there? Who did put it there? The only logical conclusion is that the person responsible was aware of this man's trickery with the gas supply and was his intent to kill. True. So there's a fucking murder-off going on here. If the assailant were unaware, how would he or she have known to lace the end of the gas pipe with poison? So now we must ask, how could anyone have known of Mr. Shamspeare's murderous designs? You mean to suggest, naturally, the sole possible answer to that question couldn't be more obvious. Only the man whose life was being threatened could possibly have known. In other words, the person who put the poison on the gas pipe in what was a clear retaliatory attack, can only have been the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume. Game Watch Gallery 5 would be badass. They're still doing the he or she instead of the they. Yep, get woker. Get woker now! It always grinds my gears a little bit when I see he or she instead of they. Like, not even because it's like, okay, get woker, but also because it's like, dude, you typed out more shit. You typed out more shit. Fuck is your problem? You could have saved yourself some, like a second, maybe. He was nevertheless the victim of a potentially lethal poison attack. And the only person who could possibly... Okay, I guess I could maybe understand it in, like... No, even in English class... maybe. I guess if you're introducing people to pronouns... I don't know. Ugh. The prosecution isn't woke enough. I request a new prosecutor. I have not played Crosscode. I really should. It's fucked up because I keep using music from it in my videos. Professors still say it. That shit's stupid. The defensive counsel theorizing has failed to avert suspicion from the accused. Far from it. In fact, now that a clear motive for the poisoning has been successfully established, that suspicion is even greater than ever. Scary. Would you not agree, my Nipponese friend? Ah. Ugh. Fucked up. I don't think it mattered, though. I don't think it mattered. So this is just a double murder. Mr. Naruhodo, you must respond. Otherwise, the members of the jury may very well change their leanings against us again. And this may be our last chance to gain the advantage. What advantage? Well, it would seem that somebody put poison on the gas pipe in Mr. Shamspeare's room. So we must name that person now and absolve Mr. Natsume of guilt. Name the true culprit? We have to name the true culprit. As it happens. One possible culprit does come to mind. The evidence, the poison. It's all pointing to a particular person now. I trust you'll make this correct choice this time, Mr. Foreman.
Objection.
Is this the real fucking deal? Who's the real... Who done it? There is one other person who I believe could have been involved in all this. The true culprit of this crime. The true culprit. A term found only in second-rate novels featuring third-rate great detectives, my Nipponese friend. But why not? This farce has gone on for so long already, I see no reason to cut it short before its disappointing climax. Thank you. Tell us, my learned Nipponese friend, what is your latest theory? Who is the so-called true culprit of this crime? Wait, it could be this guy, because this guy is actively losing money. This guy is getting his wages slashed because of Shamspeare's fuckery. I wonder if you did it. I kind of think it's one of these two, I'm not gonna lie. It'd be way funnier if she did it, but I feel like he makes more sense. This guy? This guy just died. Wait. Fuck. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, shit, I wish I could look at the evidence. Who's the fucking criminal who died? Ah, I wish I could look. Fuck. I really wish I could look at the... Oh, I might as well... You know, I could be a safe scummer, sure. I could fuck that up. Okay. The criminal's name was Selden. I think it's one of these three. I'm really... No, you're right! Fuck, I could have done that. Wow. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go on a whim. And if I'm wrong, I will just immediately check the court. I'm saying it's you.
Take that!
Okay, so I'm wrong. But now I get to look at the evidence. What the fuck is the deal with this guy? He's gotta be related to all this. God, it would be so fucking funnier if it's her. With their 100 Mies maxed out on their Switch 1. I didn't even know about this. See, I had like no motivation to make Mies on the Switch. It was fucked up. But now Tomodachi Life is going to change everything. It's going to be real good. Okay. Duncan Ross just completely going over my head. Let me see. I think there are less pawns in general, but let me have a sneaky look. Duncan Ross. I did play B3313. It's pretty fun. I liked it. I was a big fan. I just like having more Mario areas to run around, and the vibe was kind of cool. Even if getting lost was annoying. There is a pun here, but I forget what it was. Okay. I think it's you. Fuck.
Take that!
Okay. I think I'm... Okay, that's... So it's not that. My bad. My bad. Oops. Go Gadget save scum. Okay. See, it's funny because I thought she was pretty unlikely. No way she wanted to... Wait, what? Wait, no. I selected Duncan Ross and then I selected this guy. Wait, did I actually select this guy twice? Did I fuck up? Can I just not read? No way. Really? Oh, my bad. I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay. Now I feel stupid. Oh, King Duncan and Rock. Oh, of course. That is cool, actually. That doesn't make sense. Well, if it's none of those three... Dude, were you low-key just poisoning yourself? What if it's you?
Take that!
No. Oh, really? I selected Andron? Oh, sorry. Shit. I thought... Okay, let me try that then. It was obviously the landlord? I'd be shocked if it's Garadeb. I'd feel like an idiot because it's the last out of 5 I'd be picking. But is it actually Garadeb? Okay, so yeah, it's not Ross. Sorry. I could have sworn I selected Ross. I genuinely could have sworn I selected Ross. Damn, I feel like a bomb. I feel like I don't know nothing. The answer makes a lot of sense. No way it's him.
Take that!
Huh. Wait.
Take that!
Yeah, I was gonna say no. It's. Oh wait, not auto. Hang on, my bad. So, enough people brought it up to where I was like, shit, yeah, maybe. Damn, this shit is. I feel like an idiot. Wait. If I choose the right one last, I'm gonna feel like such a bomb. Can we go through the entire cast without me picking the right character? Like, who's even left? It's Olive, Tobias, and Soseki. But we don't want to fucking accuse Soseki. It's literally just these three that are left. Olive, I cannot fathom how she would have anything to do with it. Tobias... She wouldn't have anything to do with it. No way. That's Oomph. That's Oomph. Oomph could not have anything to do with it. She's just like our tertiary assistant. Damn, this shit hard.
Take that!
Yeah, no, she got nothing to do with it. Wait, what? What? She did... Huh? Wait, huh? But what do you... But... What? Oh, wait! Oh! Okay, yeah, no, wait. Oh. Wait. We did catch her with something like this. Oh. 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 Oh, the gear. My one rusty gear. Gang, my one rusty gear. It's coming back. My one rusty gear is rattling in there. It's rattling away. I do feel I've heard that name in the recent past council, but I don't recall where. Miss Olive Green. The woman from 6 days ago. How are you 20 and committing murder? Grow up. Get a job, Bob. The victim in the recent case of stabbing on Briar Road. An incident for which Mr. Natsume was arrested, I hasten to add. Oh, of course, yes, Miss Green. She was left comatose for some 3 days, I believe, but I hear she regained consciousness 2 days ago. And I hardly remind the court that Mr. Shamspeare's poisoning took place 3 days ago. Given that the woman was lying comatose in a hospital bed at the time, she appears to have a rather fine alibi. That's what you think! On the night that the incident occurred, Miss Green was in hospital unconscious. Unconscious. So on the face of it, it would seem that she couldn't possibly be responsible, but still. My colleagues and I visited Miss Green in hospital yesterday, and we found her to be in possession of a bottle of poison. Good gracious, she had poison? And there's another fact that links Miss Green to this case as well. The defense requests that she be brought to the witness stand in order to explain the details to the court. Tell me, Mr. Shamspeare. My lord, pray, what be thy bidding? Are you acquainted with Miss Green? No, never heard of her. Ooh, I don't like that. Yeah, she was just snoozing. I think what they're going for is that she put the poison there a long time ago. I think that's what they're going for. We will see my learned Nipponese friend fast through to its conclusion. I appreciate that. The prosecution requests a short recess, my lord, in order to subpoena the witness and bring her here. Miss Olive Green. Indeed, my lord. 1 hour should be sufficient. Very well, I grant the request. Mr. Mime. Okay, give me an idea. Give me a little visual gag for Mr. Mime. I want to see what you got going on. The defense has made a most extraordinary accusation, I must say. At the present time, I feel the prosecution's argument remains largely uncontested. Accordingly, I'm afraid the defendant and his culpability remain the sole subject of this court's attention. Thank you, counsels. We reconvene in 1 hour. Court is adjourned. That's spooky. Shit's getting real. To be continued. Okay. I want to see where the fuck this goes. I do have to pee. So I will do that before any real shit goes down. Damn, I feel like an idiot for not getting there faster. It don't matter none. It don't matter. Here we go. Philip Collins. Okay. Go piss. I will go piss. I'll go do that. Fuck, I didn't mean to hit buttons. I hate hitting buttons. Go piss they. Yep. Someone's gotta do it. Oh, God, I need to stretch. I don't know why. I'm so stiff and tired. Oh. The stretcher. I will check out the cool visual gag when I am back as well. Oh, I'll put on some cool tunes while I am doing that. Magnolia Eclair, you can have me Magnolia Eclair. You can have that back. That shit a banger. I will go do that. I will make you look at Smelfelt, and I will go piss, and I will go get a drink, so I do not die of dehydration. That shit will be tight. Low key, I think it's time for real lighting. I think it's time for real lighting. Wow. Ow. You think Elfeld has read it? Whoa. There was a long ass discussion. Bear with me. The usage of Arcanine being the one to throw out the guy bullying Mr. Mime makes me think of them as the one autistic guy Arcanine and Vaporeon keep around because he's chill. When the Vaporeon copy of Plastic first became a thing, he was the first person other than Arcanine to reach out to Vaporeon because he's been through similar stuff. True! People are so mean to Mr. Mime for no reason. My wife hates Mr. Mime and it kills me. He doesn't deserve all that. Not cool. Life is hell. True. I drink a lot of water. And I piss a lot of pee. Life is hell. Okay, but, hang on. September 1st, Lego Shrek? That's big. That is 4 days before my birthday. But, okay, listen, you know what else I got? Gang, I was kind of treat pilled. You know what I got? I went out while I was in the kitchen getting my cool drink. Check this out. Do you know what that is? You might be like, Yellow, that's bread with nothing on it. Are you insane? Are you a fucking cretin? Eating bread with nothing on it? But that's my tomato bread. That's my chili bread. You don't need to put anything on it. That shit good. It literally, you don't need to put stuff on it. It's so fucking good. Loki, bread you baked yourself sometimes just tastes that good. You don't need more stuff. Leaked CMF line. Not what I would have expected. That's kind of a bummer. By the way, actually, you hear about the next CMF line? They're going to be, Lego, we're getting a Bionicle minifigure. As a Bionicle cosplayer. Is how they're going to be doing it. Alright, what's the scoop? Joyful, jubilant, jumping jacks. Dude, you don't pump the brakes. We ain't there yet. I'm so pleased for you. Welcome, student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. And non-locum judicial assistant Miss Mikitobi Esquires. Mate, I'm 2 hours late to the big yellow stream. Don't worry, I think you're just in time for the final conclusion. And for me to take another bite of my bread that I baked. That shit is scrummy. Proof that I'm innocent and proof that my tea is innocent. Hell yeah. Pisses me off so bad that bread is bad for you. That's stupid. Good morning, my dear fellows. Herlock Shlomes. May you drink my tepid tea and fall forever silent. Dude, that's fucked up. That's not cool. I thought the tea was innocent. Oh no, I swallowed it wrong. No! That's what I get for being the eater. That shit sucks. Yeah, it was probably not helping. I watched it recently, like the remake. Dude, that shit sucks. It's not fun at all. It's so boring. How wonderful. Please, save your derision. I know what you're all thinking. Good morning, he says, when it's very nearly time for luncheon. Your scorn is written clearly across your faces. Nobody said or thought of anything of the sort. The truth is, I was determined that day would be the day. As sleep seduced me last night, I thought, tomorrow for once I shall not oversleep. I'll rise early and be present in court to support my companions. Such spirited determination has a beauty all of its own, does it not? Oh, yes. And then I began to muse on the subject. Why do people oversleep, I queried. Why, time after time, do they make the same foolish blunder? And the answer came to me at once. It's so delightfully simple. People oversleep because they sleep. You're so fucking smart, dude. Isn't that quite an astute sight into the matter? The 2016 movie, in particular. That shit was so boring. Oh my god. Upon which realization, I attempted an experiment. I didn't sleep a wink all night. And the results. By first light, I was exhausted and began to be assailed by the fits of drowsiness. This fucking idiot. A good night's sleep is quite simply essential. See, I need to learn this shit. I got 5 hours last night. I gotta stop doing that. Well, others presuppose, I proved by experimentation. That, my dear fellow, is the scientific method. Whatever you say, bud. And one more thing. Do you remember this? Wait, is that the poison bottle? Yeah, it's the poison that Miss Green was about to drink at the hospital yesterday. You didn't mention to... It was a laborious task, as the bottle was near empty, but such inconveniences do not hinder schloms. I managed to confirm that it is indeed strychnine. Oh, shit. Of course, such circumstantial evidence doesn't prove Miss Green's guilt. This is true. I shall leave the bottle in your care now, but licking the inside of the neck is not recommended. I'm so words. I love to be good at words. That shit's awesome. Could I have a word? Miss Green? No, Gregson. How good of you to come. Forget it. He hates his ass. He hates his ass. Holy shit. I, don't wish to make a nuisance of myself. From the look in your face, I'd say it's someone else who you think is making a nuisance of himself. Please speak freely. Pretend that I'm not here. Believe me, if I could do that, life would be a whole lot simpler for me. Do you have the results, Inspector? On the investigation of Mr. Shakespeare's room? Hmm. That dead convict. Oh, the shit. Oh, that. Sorry, that was a good bite. That was a good bite. Low-key, that shit got me rubbing my tummy. Low-key. That shit got me rubbing my tummy and going, mmm. Tahu helping out the power miners. Yo, he'd be good as hell as that. You could get, like, in the UK, you could definitely get fish and chips like that. I wish I did. I wish I could find that on the regular. A man by the name of, yes, Selden. I went through the archives at the yard and dug out the fellow's file. There's something in there that, well, it caught my eye. Something caught your eye? What, Inspector, what? I've copied out the relevant parts for you, so you can read it for yourselves. Thank you. The capital offender's file has been entered into the court record. Include the details that were in the newspaper cutting we found in Mr. Shakespeare's room. I'll rearrange everything in the court record so we don't have duplicate information. My god. Why are you giving us a copy of this important file, though? Well, you're the ones who turned up the clue in the first place, aren't you? I'm just making sure things get handled in the proper fashion. That's my god. That's my god. Yeah, the only thing that worries me, I feel like it would be very easy to accidentally drop bits of fish. And chips, maybe. And that would be sad. Indeed, my dear fellows, and the Inspector here is a shining diamond in its crown. A shining diamond in the rough, maybe. Be nice. Look, I just don't want to be beholden to a lawyer, that's all. And then he became a ghost. Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Let's fucking go. Court proceedings are about to resume. Make your way into the courtroom at once. Scary. Well, I shall leave you then. I'll be listening with interest from the public gallery. Not nodding off at all. Certainly not. Thank you, Mr. Schloms. I'm rather tired of seeing Mr. Mustache in floods of tears, personally, so the best of luck to you. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Yes, Mr. Natsume? It's time, isn't it? Yes, this is it. Miss Olive Green and Mr. William Shakespeare. This is going to be the final battle. I need to see what the fucking scoop is. Tahu will meet... Yo, Tahu and Shadow the Hedgehog could finally work together. I thought I've exposed the whole truth of everything that's been going on, but it's all coming to a head now. I have to go now. Hope you have a great stream. No worries. Thanks for sticking around. We're gonna wrap this one up, and we're gonna find out some epic stuff, maybe. shit might be kind of cool. 23rd of February, 12:30. The Old Bailey courtroom. Boink. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session again now. Before the recess, we heard a most startling accusation from the defense. Namely, that the victim of the case we heard here only a few days ago is the true perpetrator of this incident. A reckless, rash, and prejudiced charge of wrongdoing in my opinion, my lord. However, the prosecution has tried to extend every courtesy to the amateur newcomer from dubious eastern shores. Jesus Christ. Oh, recalls of the match showing up in regular sets would be amazing. Yo! Auntie Marjama VT, thank you for the raid. For that backhanded consideration. We better wrap this case up. Shit's gonna be good. A rather cold assessment from the honourable British prosecutor, I must say. Yeah, hop off. So, Lord Van Zeeks, is the new witness present and ready to take to the stand? This is gonna be mean. Hello, fellow Ace Attorney Enjoyer. I am... Oh. Let's fucking go. Another Ace Attorney Enjoyer spotted. I am very much enjoying this game. I like played the entire series on my own. Including Investigations and Layton. But I've streamed all of Great Ace Attorney 1 over the course of like 2 years. And now I'm playing this one. Oh, it's a good-ass game. Oh, it's a good-ass game. Very well. Bailiff. Van Zeeks is so good. He might be my favorite. Do I have a favorite character? That's tough, actually. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court, please. A favorite character across all of Ace Attorney. That's real tough. Edgy, surely. I do love Edgeworth. I do love Edgeworth. No, yeah, it's a basic pick, but I love Edgeworth. It's like him or like... Low-key, it's him or like, Christoph Gavin. Christoph is like maybe my favorite villain. So it's close. Salmonella, oh my god. Christoph Gavin is just like, fuck. He's so cool. And like 4-4 is so slept on. It's so slept on. That I be a tragic victim to be pitied. Van Zeeks is up there though. He may be racist. He is racist. He is racist. But he kinda bad though. He don't got internet. He don't got internet. Currently unemployed in other words. I'm Olive Green. I'm a fledgling artist. Well no. Not a fledgling really. A hopeless failure who's too weak-spirited to admit she has no talent, I suppose. Don't say that. That's mean. Also currently unemployed. Hop off! Okay, listen. Now, making fun of unemployed people is where I draw the line. No, yeah, this game, I've heard that, like, we find out why he's like that. Can you imagine the Great Ace Attorney 2 just ends? And how racist this guy is never addressed. You finished a Great Ace Attorney 2, and you're just like, oh shit, he was just like that, because... My goat was problematic for no reason. What a coiterie. Mr. Shamspeare. Yeah, you're just like, oh wait, yeah, it is 1900s Britain, isn't it? Oh, my bad. My lord, I am my humble servant. I'm afraid that you are no longer merely the victim in this affair. The possibility has been raised that you are in fact the assailant, intent in taking the life of your fellow lodger. The part you have played in this whole business will be thoroughly scrutinized, I assure you. I would for naught else, my lord. And Miss Green. Yes? Dude, pay more attention. Pay more attention, buddy. This isn't the time to be painting. You are aware of the reason you have been summoned to this courtroom today, I presume? No. Yes, the officer did explain. Wait, that's cute, actually. I like that. He said I poisoned this ridiculous buffoon. And, do you accept the charge, Miss Green? I don't know anything about any poisoning. And I don't know anything about this man. Come, lady. Die to live. Wow, yeah, I thought he was gonna say something else. You must die. Verily, I know not thy prickly pea-pigmented personage. Mean. Very well, let us proceed with the matter at hand. That being to ascertain whether or not Miss Green has any involvement in this affair. It's all very strange indeed. Why would you suspect me? I barely ever go to the East End anyway. It so happens that I passed by that neighborhood 6 days ago, that's all. And on the night that this man was poisoned, I was still in the hospital, fighting for my life. Yes, having been unfortunately caught up in the incident on the street outside the Garadeb household. An incident that rendered you unconscious for some 3 days. I was struck in the middle of my back by a knife through no fault of my own, and now I'm under suspicion. Oh, shit, true. She's just gonna throw all the paint at fucking Shamspear. And he's just gonna melt into goop. Like the Wicked Witch of the West. Your energies may be better spent worrying about random knife attacks, I feel, Miss Green. At this point in time, all that appears to connect you with Mr. Shamspear's lodgings is the Briar Road incident of 6 days ago. That's why. We would like you to testify formally about how exactly what happened. Oh, I read that shit wrong. Oh no, the incident 6 days ago. You mean you want me to relive that awful accident? Unfortunately, yes. Please tell the court what happened that day. And of course, we will be interested to hear from you about your movements that day too, Mr. Shamspear. Eh? But what happened 6 days ago is nothing to do with me being poisoned. I love this face. This face is brilliant. Let us proceed then. The witnesses will present their formal testimony to the court on the subject of the incident that took place on Briar Road on the evening of the 17th of February. What the fuck? That's 10 days! That is 10 days away. That's awesome. His face is so pointy. It's awesome. It was 6 days ago at about 5 p.m. I was walking along in the snow when I was suddenly stabbed in the back. Coincidence? You can't do that. You will get the paint on you. It happened to be just outside the house where the men in this case have their lodgings. I was at the tavern on the eve of thou which speakest, for I had bespoke my supper. It was the first time I'd been in the area. I had little matter to attend to, that's all. Only Queen for an amazing reason. She'll be red for an amazing reason if she keeps doing that with the pain. Anyway, I was admitted straight to hospital, so I knew nothing about all of this business. This paint probably has lead, so she's basically dead. Oh, true, I didn't think of all that. This is before they learned how to make paint that doesn't do all that to you. A second incident inside a week at what I believe to be aptly described as the haunted lodgings. One can only presume this is a most unfortunate coincidence. Meanwhile, you say you were not in your room, Mr. Shamspear. 'Twas the following morn when I did awaken that I learned of the dire events. Marry, what a commotion did the officers of the law make on the floor above mine. When Soseki-san was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. As suspected, there was nothing connecting these two witnesses but happenstance. Happenstance? I'm so words. 3-5 happened 7 years ago tonight? Whoa. That's crazy, but a little badass. It's true, it does seem as though they're unrelated at first glance. But I'm not so sure. There's something lurking in the shadows here, I feel certain of it. I found out in the 1800s there was such a thing as a toast sandwich. Gang, I'll be honest, I've had a toast sandwich once. I have had a toast sandwich. And I hate that it was kind of good. It pisses me off so much that it was good. That shit probably annihilates your body. But it was a little yummy. There's a reason. It was yummy, but there's a reason I've only had one. Yeah. Look, like, the texture contrast is something. Counsel, you may now cross-examine these two witnesses if you wish. Yes, my lord. No, my lord. I hate them. Fuck. Here we go. The evening of 17th of February, even. It was 6 days ago at about 5 p.m. I was walking along in the snow when I was suddenly stabbed in the back. Youch! Coincidentally, it happened to be just outside the house where the men in this case have their lodgings. I was at the tavern on the eve of which thou speakest, for I had bespoke my supper.
Hold it!
I don't think that's the first time. What little matter, Miss Green? Please elaborate. My lord, may I have a toast sandwich? I am very hungry. It was nothing really. It's not worth mentioning. If you remember, you mentioned it to us yesterday at the hospital. Ah. It was related to the card you were holding. Oh, shit. We might have fucking stumbled right into some stuff. She clearly just hit something behind her back. From memory, I believe the card contained a note that read, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. What does that matter? This has nothing to do with Duncan. I think it do. I think it do.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Mr. Shamspear, do you have something to share with the court? To be or not to be? That is the question. I like his theme a lot. His theme is good. He's such a silly Billy. Ah, pray forgive me. The great bard's word springeth from me within ne'er a thought. Don't tell me. It's because you're possessed by Shakespeare's spirit, right? Hearing Miss Green's words a moment ago seemed to make you think of something. Something of relevance, perhaps? Well... Nay, sire, it was nothing at all. Presumably you know the name, though. Mr. Duncan Ross, I mean. After all, you are both lodgers in the same house. I would it were so, but sadly nay. Lodging be a lonely occupation, sire. My lodging fellows be rarely known to me. So you haven't heard of him, even though he passed away in the room just one floor above yours. Ooh, that don't look good. Miss Green. Me, my lord? Have I done something wrong? The card that was mentioned before containing the note, do you have it upon your person? I do, yes. But I don't need it anymore. In fact, I should throw it away, really. No. Before you dispose of it, the court will take it as evidence, please. We got the other half of the fucking thingy. He's got the cum sweat. Yeah, true, everyone in Ace Attorney does have that. Or milk tears. Or milk tears, of course. That's what links Mr. Shamspear and Miss Green. It's Duncan Ross. Continue with your testimony, please, Miss Green. We found this torn off piece of memory. It was in Mr. Shamspear's room. For some reason, it suddenly started to bother me. The way it's been ripped, I feel like I've seen the same pattern somewhere else. Which Miss Green's card came. Yes, that's it. Try putting them together now and let's see. It's the same fucking thing. This torn off end of the envelope clearly belongs with this card. Details of Miss Green's card have been updated.
Hold it.
You didn't regain consciousness till the day after the trial, did you, in the early hours? Exactly, so how could I have had anything to do with it? And yet you still hail me into court like this, honestly. The witness was unconscious in her hospital bed. Could there be a more airtight alibi, I ask you? You claim that I was the culprit. But you certainly haven't produced any evidence to support your wild claim, have you? None at all. There you have it. The good lady has let to see evidence, my learned Japanese friend. I'm working on it. You've pursued Mr. Shamspear wonderfully there. It worked out well, hasn't it? We have a new clue at last. Notice he wouldn't be thinking it's an airtight alibi if it instead of poison it would have been a bomb. Woo!
Hold it.
I want to see if it gives me the opportunity to present anywhere by pressing. What do you mean? The art school you attend, what's it called? Ah, yes, it's the Thorndike Academy of Fine Arts. According to Mr. Schloms, that's just in the vicinity of Brixton Road, which is some 10 stops away from the scene on the Underground. I believe you mentioned before that you also live on Brixton Road, isn't that right? So why then would you have come walking along Briar Road in the middle of the East End? Well, she don't like that. It's because, oh yes, of course, I thought it might make a nice picture. The witness is a student of art. City-dwelling artists can't all paint grand urban vistas. Yeah, I would enjoy it if she had the little paint stain. Oh, she hate whatever the fuck she just made. That's right. I happen to like the crumbling look of that part of town. Quaint would have been a less degrading term. The point is, she's definitely hiding something. Hmm. On the evening of the incident 6 days ago, would you tell the court exactly what you were doing? It would be my pleasure, sire. I give you the scoop.
Hold it!
A tavern, you say? Which one? It was the Slug and Salad where I did tarry. It's a jewel in the East End. And a little unexpected, I feel. Hmm? What do you mean, Lord Van Zeeks? The Slug and Salad offers unusually fine dining. For the locality, at least. Not an establishment you'd expect to be patronized by a man with not even a crumb of bread in his room. Yeah, dude, you're kind of broke. What are you doing in there? What are you doing in there? I do like this. I love the moments of the prosecutor being like, hang on now. Hang on now, you silly Billy. I think you might be full of shit. It's true, the menu lists premium crust of bread and glasses of water in different levels of cloudiness. I would have expected grubbery in the local vicinity to be more appropriate for your means. Watery soup and mushy peas, or rather soupy water and pea-like mush. All equally appetizing. I just wanted to try some water in a different pub for once. What's wrong with that? How different can water really be? Or perhaps there's a more plausible explanation. A specific reason why he had to go to that particular establishment. The fact that on that day of all days, he dined at a place he wouldn't normally, it does stand out. So Mr. Shakespeare's own actions on the day of the incident 6 days ago were slightly suspicious. I wonder if we have some evidence that can explain those actions. Do we have evidence that can suggest... I wonder... Oh. Good. He is still very endearing. I do really appreciate that. It's funny, like, I know people make fun of it. I did have mushy peas not too long ago. And honestly, they kind of sold me on it. I can't lie. I think we can. For a very particular reason? I don't know what you're talking about. Pray, if thou hast some purpose, speakest. Very well, I will present the court with evidence. Evidence that explains why you had to be at the Slug and Salad that day, namely... Good morning from hell. Hello! It's bad when it's a different texture when you expect. Yeah, the one that I had was kind of cool. I don't think this is it, but it is a new thing that we got.
Take that!
I believe this card reveals the answer. Good lord. Miss Green's card, you mean? That's right, my lord. It reads, I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 PM on the 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. Mr. Shakespeare, your actions on the afternoon of Miss Green's stabbing are exactly as described as in this note. Ah. Personally, I find it hard to believe that's a coincidence. Don't you, Mr. Shakespeare? Well... Excuse me. Can I say something? No! Yes, Miss Green. That card was delivered to me. It doesn't have anything to do with this odd man, does it? No, it does. Well, you'd think so, yes, but it's hard to believe it's merely... My lord, may I? May you what, Miss Green? I'd like to make something very clear about that card. I'm down crossing your notes for the day. I see we're in the home stretch of this case. Yeah, we wrapping shit up. I hope the animals were cool and awesome. Very well then, you may amend your testimony to include details about the particular note. Okay, okay. Give me the scoop. The note was delivered to me at my address. It's nothing to do with the odd man next to me here. I think you made that shit up. I think you're a bum. I think you said that you'd received it the day before the incident, didn't you? Yes, that's right. There appears to be no indication of the sender's name or address on the envelope. It was in my letterbox, and that's all I know, I'm afraid. I have no idea who sent it. I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Who is this Duncan Ross, please? A friend of mine. He attended the same art school as I do. He passed away in a tragic accident a month ago now, though. I wasn't sure what to make of that note, but to be honest, in the end I decided to go. So you found out what the information was? Of course I didn't. You're not thinking straight. Whilst on her way there, she was stabbed in the back. As my learned friend hopefully remembers. Ah, yes, of course. She never made it to the meeting. You pursued Mr. Shamspeare wonderfully there. Okay, I think I know what we do with this. Call them all be white Dragonite the way they be wrapping shit up. The cats on my island have formed a polycule. Hell yeah. That's the future. That's the future. That's how it's gotta be. 6 days ago, about 5 PM, I was walking along in the snow when I was suddenly stabbed in the back.
Objection!
You're wrong. You're a bum. You're a fraud. You love to lie and make shit up. The day before the incident, exactly 1 week ago now, the note was delivered to your address. And upon carrying out the instructions in the note, you found yourself in hospital. Yes, I did. It's terrible. Everything that's happened to me. Yes, it is terrible. If it's all true, that is. What do you mean? Miss Green, have a look at this, please. It's the torn off end of an envelope. Oh, is it? And it so happens that it fits together perfectly with the envelope of the note you received. Where did you find that? You found it in his fucking ting. In Mr. Shamspeare's room. Eh? In my room. Got his ass. Mr. Shamspeare, do you perhaps remember this note from somewhere? Well... Your actions that afternoon follow the instructions to the note in this letter. Found to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 PM on the 17th. And so that's exactly where you went. Let me ask you again, Mr. Shamspeare. You already knew about this note, didn't you? Oh, he don't want to look. He don't want to look at me. He's like, oh, shit. And you, Miss Green. Ah, what did I do? You're green for an awful reason. You're going to jail. As this torn off end of the envelope proves. The note was originally in Mr. Shamspeare's room. So how is it that it came to be in your possession? Scary. I don't have the first idea. I'm just a fledgling artist, after all. Bam. There is only one explanation. You know what? I also got to explain something real quick. Gang, I'm going to be 1 second. I'm not going to lie. I kind of started my dinner. Like when I went to go to the bathroom half an hour ago. So I've actually had spaghetti cooking on an insanely low heat this entire time. So I'm just going to give it a nudge. I'm going to give it a nudge. Definitely safe thing to do. Don't worry about it. There we go. Hell yeah. Culinary. No, that shit's definitely overcooked no matter how low the heat was. Really? Boy, it's actually doing just fine. It's super duper low. Like I literally put my hand in the water, even though, like, to nudge it. I do have an induction stove, so I can put that shit down to like 2 out of 9. So it's not that bad. You broke into Mr. Shamspeare's room and stole it. Gaming while you cook is irresponsible. Twitch banned this fraud for no fuck. It's fine. I got house insurance. It don't matter. I can replace all my gaming tech if the pasta explodes. Green. You did what? Sorry, thou hast what? You broke my grill? I mean, thou were in my room? What on earth? What do you want with me? I like his little point. That's good. It's a really big pot. So there's like, there's no risk of it boiling over. Trust me, I'm being a smart cookie here. Trust me, I'm being a smart cookie here. The both witnesses need to testify again. Urgh. You stole my dream journal? Mr. Judge, send him to jail and have him killed. Miss Green. Yes? Whilst thou have the court's sympathy, I'm sure, for the suffering you have endured in recent events, anyone found to be giving false testimony in a court of law will be duly punished. Please bear that in mind. You don't fuck with her. Yes, I know. Very well then, witnesses. You will give formal testimony again now. On the subject of this curious anomaly regarding the note Miss Green claims to have received. The anomaly of the note. I do remember now. 'Twas a week ago. You said that like how Vinesauce said you broke my grill? Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I think that is originally from Doug, of all fucking things. 'Twas a week ago, peradventure, that note was delivered unto me. On the day wit therein, I did tarry a long hour at the Slug and Salad, yet nobody came. Thereafter, on the evening I shared the company of the Japanese fellow, I did see the note had vanished. I don't know what you mean. You think I snuck into this man's room? Why would I? I can point out the villain here. And as for that torn off piece of the envelope, I don't know anything about it. That's sus. You dig in a deep hole, buddy. You now claim to have received this letter, do you, Mr. Shamspeare? Faith, 'tis so, my lord. And I would swear to have set it upon the table in my humble lodgings. Yet, it is clear to me now that since I returned from the tavern that night, I have not laid eyes upon it. Well, that being the case, young lady, it would appear that your testimony was a lie. Is that what you think? How unfair of you to think that I'm the one lying. I'm just a fledgling artist, as I said, and fledgling artists don't lie. That note was delivered to me at my address, besides. Wait, so they're both claiming... Oh, shit. And how do you explain the facts? This part of the envelope, without question, I don't see why I should explain. Rude! I'm a fledgling artist. My job here is just to say what happened, that's all. It's your job to give the explanations and the proofs, you the fledgling lawyer. What the hell? My learned friend's cross-examination is our only hope of learning the truth. Oh, counsel? I'm ready, my lord. Yeah, okay, I see what they're going for. It's like, oh, well, one of us is lying. Good luck figuring it out. Two facts are starting to lead me to a possible explanation for all this. And it's not a pretty one. Okay. What's the scoop? Fill me in. I do remember now. 'Twas a week ago, peradventure, that note was delivered unto me. On the day wit therein, I did tarry a long hour at the Slug and Salad, and yet nobody came. Therefore, on the evening I shared the company of the Japanese fellow, I did see the note had vanished.
Hold it!
Give me the scoop. When exactly did you notice it had gone missing? Such idle thoughts never occupy my mind. I am busy with greater ideas. In other words, you didn't notice. Several days have passed between your outing to the tavern and Mr. Natsume's visit to your room. Yes. It would appear that the note disappeared sometime in that interval. Nobody came like Sans Undertale. On days like these, kids like you should be guilty in jail. Such idle thoughts never occupy my mind. I am busy with greater ideas. And yet during that time, Miss Green was comatose in hospital, was she not? Clearly then, she could not have been stealing things from Mr. Shamspeare's room. Ah, yes. Yes, of course. It's also some sort of misunderstanding, isn't it, Mr. Prosecutor, sir? He's not fucking having it. You have so far failed to give a satisfactory explanation as to how you came by the note. I am not here to advocate for your defense, madam. I won't tolerate inconsistencies in your story. You would do well to remember that. Oh, dearie me. What's Lord Van Ziek's getting at? Some fucking awesome stuff. That's what. It seems that this note was actually delivered to Mr. Shamspear about 1 week ago. Oh, does it? For some reason, it ended up in your possession. I can't think of any way that could have happened except for you breaking into Mr. Shamspear's lodgings. But for what reason would the witness have done that? I won't deny that Miss Green's possession of the note would appear to defy logic. However, until and unless her involvement in the case can be proven in some other way, any further pursuit of this note is meaningless. Miss Green could have only come into possession of the note by stealing it from Mr. Shamspear's room. And yet there's no obvious reason why she would have done such a thing. What if there was another reason she broke into his lodgings, though? We should pursue that idea, Mr. Naruhodo. We're close now, I can feel it. We're so close to a breakthrough.
Hold it.
I wonder. Okay. I'm a fledgling artist, remember? Artists are nearly always introverted characters. Introverted fee, this fledgling doth threadily cast aspirations about my nature. Yet I am an angel, a seraph. Birds do harmonize with my song, the wind doth frolic on my wing. Oh pity, wherefore dost thou accuse one so pure of heart, ample woman? Pure of heart? I don't think so. Even a fledgling like me can see you're just a failure. Oh, he's mad. Thou shalt know the true heart of an artist until thy shine instruction fire after death. Oh, that's a lot of words. All the days, all the years, alas to enlighten thee, thou must wait so long and in vain. Miss Naruhodo, interject with some clever remark. This is your chance to shine. I'm no Shakespearean actor, Miss Sasato. No, as far as I can tell, the only thing that's going to resolve this argument is evidence.
Hold it.
I do think I want to press all. You paused for a moment before you answered. In truth, when thou asked whether nobody appeared, I did recently recall. Ooh. I was not alone that night at the Slug and Salad, my lord. 'Tis returning to me now. I did treat my lips to almost clear water and mine innards to a premium crust of bread, and all around me danced a great many companions. What do you mean? Flies, sir, flies. In the name of Beelzebub, what were they? Oh, my bad. Fairies, perchance, from a midsummer night's dream, come to taunt me? I think they were just flies. So that's a nothing burger.
Objection.
Okay, that was a bit of a gamble, my bad. Bit out there. I thought it was the treasure. I thought it had something to do with the treasure. Wait, yeah.
Objection.
Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Yesterday at the hospital, we saw you with this bottle. And though the context split during the course of our meeting, a small quantity remained. According to the defense's independent analysis, Mr. Shalom's chemistry set, The liquid that was still in the bottle was identified as strychnine. What? Strychnine? The very same poison that afflicted Mr. Shamspeare. Ah, she was trying to kill you, dude. Miss Green, you broke into this man's lodgings for one reason alone. To cover the end of the pipe that feeds the gas pump in Mr. Shamspeare's room with poison. Oh, he's not happy. Can this be? You broke into my room to... It may seem incredible to the court, but from the remaining clues, there is only one logical conclusion that we can reach. The person who attempted to take Mr. Shamspeare's life with poison was you, Miss Olive Green. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It was a good animation, I like that. Order! Counsel, are you seriously suggesting this woman put poison on the end of the gas pipe with intent to kill? Yes, my lord, there's no other way to explain the facts. But if Miss Green did indeed set this odious trap 6 days ago, and the victim had his mouth to the pipe that very evening as expected, the attempted murder would have happened 6 days ago, surely. Well, that's a very good point. Or perhaps not, my lord. I beg your pardon? There was a significant police presence in the area that evening on account of the incident on Briar Road. Local residents were being interviewed throughout the night as a part of the ongoing inquiry. A circumspect criminal would have likely chosen not to carry out any wrongdoing that time. Lord Van Zeeks. And of course, the following morning, there was more activity in Mr. Shamspeare's address. More activity? Ah, yes. You mean his fellow lodger, Mr. Natsume, being arrested on suspicion of murder. That's right. And as the defense has already proposed, Mr. Shamspeare was meddling with the gas in the pipe for a very sinister reason himself. To cause the gas stove in Mr. Natsume's room to go out, thereby asphyxiating the occupant. Holy shit. Once Mr. Natsume had been arrested, his room was under constant surveillance by the police. In the circumstances, Mr. Shamspeare had no reason to blow air into the gas pipe. His intended victim being in a prison cell. With the need to tamper with the gas removed, the poison on the pipe lay dormant. And then, 3 days ago now, the situation changed again. Right, Mr. Natsume's trial, which took place here at the Old Bailey, came to an end. Oh shit. The man the trial in which the man stood of being accused of stabbing Miss Green in the back was duly acquitted. That resulted in Mr. Natsume returning to his lodgings for the first time in 2 days. And that very night, his gas stove mysteriously went out, and Mr. Shamspeare was mysteriously poisoned. Oh, fuck. The great ace attorney when the great by attorney walks in the room. In conclusion, the poison that was present on the mouth of the gas pipe had been put there in the victim's room some 4 days earlier. Mary! With that new understanding, it becomes clear that this letter was all part of the plan. What plan? The court will recall that the note gave instructions to visit the Slug and Salad at 5 o'clock, and that the recipient should tell nobody else. The reason for those instructions are now clear. To ensure that the lodger would not be at home at the stated time. To make sure I wasn't home? Exactly. While you were out, Miss Green would safely slip into your room, knowing that she wouldn't be disturbed. You mean to say that letter was written by Miss Green? Yes. Good hands. Good hands. He's too strong. Don't worry about it. And in order to cover her tracks, she took it away with her when she left. Just after she smeared poison over the mouth of the gas pipe in your room. Order. Order. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Just who are you? Why did you try to kill me? Miss Green's motive should be obvious. It's all tied up with someone whose name we've heard several times already during the course of this trial. So that's what's behind all this. Is it that Shamspeare isn't Shamspeare? Duncan Ross. Duncan Ross. That's right. Before the defendant, Mr. Natsume, took up residence in the lodgings at Mr. Garadeb's, somebody else was renting the room. Mr. Duncan Ross. I knew I'd heard the name somewhere else. It was all over the papers a month ago when the man died in strange circumstances at the haunted lodgings. That does ring a vague... Ah, of course. Yes, I remember now. The young man they claim was strangled by the convict's curse or some such. Sadly, my lord, it wasn't a curse of any kind, nor was it an accident. The man died as a result of Mr. Shamspeare blowing into the gas pipe and causing gas to leak into the room. Dude, he's a serial killer? It was murder, plain and simple. Oh shit, we got his ass. Haha, ha ha ha. Well, what do you know? The world is so unfair. Curses, curious deaths, that's all people care about. If it's an interesting story, they want to know. It doesn't cross their minds that real people are involved. And once they're bored, just 1 month later, once the story's lost its appeal, everyone's forgotten him. You mean Duncan was... Mr. Ross was Miss Green's fiancé. Fiancé? You may not have known until now who Miss Green really is, Mr. Shamspeare. But she's known exactly who you are all along. Because you're her sworn heir and enemy. Badass reveal? Are we really not getting the pursuit theme for this? So no pursuit theme? The murderer who took the life of the man she was to marry. Marry? Miss Green, is it not the case that in order to extract revenge on Mr. Shamspeare, you smeared poison over the end of the gas pipe? Oh my god. This is all quite extraordinary. Am I correct in my understanding that you now accuse both parties, counsel? Each on different counts of murder? Yes, my lord, that's correct.
Objection.
Inhaling so deeply, it appears that my fledgling learned friend has taken in a lungful of dubious gas that's causing his judgment to be clouded. What? Why would Mr. Shamspeare want him to kill these lodgers, as you say? Because he's not fucking Shamspeare. You've completely failed to provide a motive to substantiate your accusation against the man. Yes, yes, that's right, Mr. Leaper. Mr. Leaper? Mr. Reaper, my liege. I have been slighted. 'Tis lies, all lies. I deny every utterance. And you'll have to forgive me, Mr. Naruhodo, sir. But I don't intend to admit anything either. Miss Green. I'm sure you'll think I'm being very rude. But I'm not going to be sent to the gallows for the likes of this scoundrel. But you broke into the man's room. If you didn't do it to smear poison on the pipe, what was your reason? I thought I'd have a look around, that's all. You're right, I suspected him, so I thought I'd find some evidence or something in his room. Evidence that it was him who took Duncan's life. Oh vileness, oh villainy, oh tyranny, oh rotundity of woman. Back off, man. The double homicide is one thing, but the fat shaming, not cool. That whole place is falling apart. The locks on the doors are no different. Duncan showed me once how to unlock the door with some terps and a piece of wire. Oh awfulness, oh artfulness, oh tyranny, oh profanity of woman. We'll consider your trespassing on some future occasion, but for now, tell the court what you found. Well, I spotted the note that I'd sent him lying on the floor. When I went to pick it up, I noticed something. One of the floorboards was loose, and underneath it I discovered a secret hiding place. Eh? We also discovered that hiding place. Inside we found a newspaper cutting, a photograph, and an empty tin box. The thing is, when I found it, the box wasn't empty. It was full of a fuck ton of money. This rather nice key. What are you doing with that? Every ounce of color has drained from his face. Give it here. Give it to me now. It's mine. I inherited it. What was that, witness? What did you say? You inherited it. No, what's this all about? He inherited that key. It was obviously important to you since you got to such lengths to hide it, so I took it. I don't know what it's for, but you took something precious from me, so I took something precious from you. So what if it means you can't open something now? I don't care. Give it back this minute. Give it to me. I know where the fuck this is going. Mr. Shamspeare has tried, and in one case succeeded, to take the life of 2 lodgers now. His motive for doing so is the key to everything that's happened. Dude, he's the fucking murderer that we found about earlier. What? The slapper. I need to recall every piece of evidence at our disposal. Everything we've seen and heard. Because I'm sure I just caught a glimpse of the link that runs through all these events. It's so easy to forget that whenever you found the true culprit in this series, odds are decent that they get executed. Yeah, that's true. It's especially weird in the modern Ace Attorney games. Right? You know? Okay.
Take that!
Oh, I misclicked, but I think it is... Wow, that was a misclick. That is what I thought it was. I wanted to just read about it. The Selden file? How did you get hold of that? Oomph. Selden? Oh, okay, tell you what, let me check that pasta one more time. Sorry, what a time to go do that, huh? Bear with, bear with. Wait. Wait, believe it or not, it is undercooked. It's just very, very, very slowly doing its thing on an insanely low heat. Which is pretty badass. Wait, so you're saying all the fanfics of Kristoff in prison couldn't happen? Fuck! I'm tapping on this paper, but nothing is happening. Mom, how do I click the book? I've only one thing linking them. The fact that they had lodgings in the same room. Well, yes. We know this, certainly. A room that was formerly occupied by Selden. Until, that is, he was arrested by Scotland Yard for his involvement in multiple burglaries. I see. And so happens that the convict Selden left behind one very substantial mystery when he died. It was some 1,000 pounds of worth of loot that he stole. I always kind of headcanon that everyone getting the death panel was kind of scrapped after the judicial system was reformed in AA4. Yeah, no, that does make sense. But also AA5 and 6 just pretend 4-4 doesn't happen. AA5, I fuck with you a little bit. You shouldn't have done that. That was rude. Not cool. AA6, I don't fuck with you. Sorry. But you shouldn't have done that also. Ah, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now. It's written in this file here. 1,000 pounds lost en route to hell. That was how the paper summed it up. And it seems that one particular fellow inmate was with the convict in his final moments. It's not hard to imagine Selden entrusting that inmate with his most closely guarded secret. The location of the stolen loot, and perhaps a key to unlock whatever container the valuables were in. Oh. You mean this key is... Mr. Shamspeare, it was you, wasn't it? You were at the capital offender's side when he died, were you not? What are you talking about? It's a false charge, I tell you. A false charge. Yeah, it's weird to think about Gant just being dead. Oh. Noodles you don't gotta cook? That'd be badass. The name of the inmate who was with Selden at his death isn't noticed in the file, but a simple telegram to the prison where he died would quickly tell us how false the charge really is. I don't know. This is really nice spaghetti, though. It's really good. I was housing the Italian oomph, and I was like, look at my spaghetti that I have that I will eat when you leave. And she was like, no. That shit garbage. You want this one. And then I got it. And I was like, you right. My bad. I was not familiar with your game. Do you like the jury system in this game? I like it. I understand why you wouldn't, though. I could understand not liking it, because there's a lot of back and forth. The jury feel a bit too easily convinced. But it's fun. I enjoy the banter. I wish there were maybe more jurors. There's a lot of repeats. Yuri system... Okay, that being said, replace it with the Yuri system and I'm sold. Why would the man be so intent on killing every subsequent occupant of the convict's lodgings? There's only one explanation for that, my lord. It was in that very room that Selden hid his loot. Oh my god. It all comes out. And having established that, all of Mr. Shamspeare's subsequent actions start to make perfect sense. I know some Yuri systems too. When he was let out of prisons following Selden's death, he immediately made for Garadev's lodgings in the hope of renting Selden's old room. However, the retired army man was unable to offer him the accommodation of his choice. Wait. Bank of England inflation calculator. What cost £1,000 in 1990? In 1900 would cost £107,000. Shit. Okay, like, that's cool, but I would not kill a guy for that much. Then again, life sucked in the 1900s, so, you know. Because Selden's old room had already been let to somebody else, Mr. Duncan Ross. Which is why Mr. Shamspeare subsequently devised this gaslight plot to kill the occupant of the room. And when he was successful, he presumably intended to inquire about switching to the newly vacant room. However, a certain jittery someone had beaten him to it. You would not kill a guy for free, you made that up. Mr. Soseki Natsume, the defendant of this case no less. Had money and a big cake. So you decided to use the ploy with the gas again, didn't you, Mr. Shamspeare? This time to oust Mr. Natsume. All for one simple and avaricious reason. To get your hands on the £1,000 of loot left behind by the dead convict. We got his ass. No way that's his whole breakdown. I'm gonna snuff it before they get to stretch me neck. Listen, I want you to have me loot anything to stop the cop and get their mitts in it. It's in the room where I was lodging when they got me. Here, this is the key to it. Take it. Always stay one step ahead, mate. See you in hell, I guess. Shamspeare. Damn. Oh, wait. It's mine. It's mine. That loot is mine. Jesus Christ. Okay, he's a bit different. It's all lies. I don't accept any of it. Why should I? After all, you don't have a shred of evidence. You can't prove I killed that fellow. Pursuit, I'm the victim here, remember? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, they don't be fucking with him. If I don't admit to it, there's nothing you can do. You can't arrest me for the time being anyway. Verily, you can't arrest the victim, can you? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? I'm so close. I just need a few more hours. I swore to myself that I'd get my hands on it, and I can almost taste it now. Do you really think I'd just give up? There's no question in my mind now. This man is guilty through and through. He's kooky. He's goofy. He seems so utterly intoxicated by the idea of that loot. Loot is a fun word for it. I enjoy that. I'm afraid that however hard you press him, he'll never admit to what he's done, Mr. Naruhodo. There is a way. Pardon? There's one way I can finish him. He's already committed the most heinous crimes to get his hands on that loot, which means all we need to do is find it first. A fine plan, were it not for the fact that police thoroughly searched the room following the death of Mr. Ross. If it's there at all, it must be very well hidden indeed. Without conclusive evidence, I certainly cannot rule. If only. If only there was some way we could find the convict's loot quickly. This is the final piece in this complex puzzle, but we might have it in our possession already, or rather, we may well have something that can help us find where that loot is hidden. Yes, counsel? The defense would like to make a proposal about how to find the late convict's hidden loot. I believe we are already in possession of something that should give us a clue to its whereabouts. It's our last chance, so it has to be worth a gamble. Besides, we've used the same technique once already and it definitely paid off then. What do you suppose we can use to locate the hiding place of the deceit convict's hall? Huh.
Take that!
If I'm not mistaken, those are Mr. Shamspeare's handprints on the wall of his lodgings. That's right, my lord. Exposed as a result of the defense's independent investigation of the scene. Based on a wonderful new discovery in the field of forensic science by the great detective Mr. Shloms. A great detective? Is that some kind of joke? Holy shit, that's a good face. Do you really think I'm going to be daunted by a man with such a ridiculous title? I would think the great bard ought to recognize the title when he hears one, Mr. Shamspeare. Holy shit. Perhaps we should compete for the honor of most ridiculous title. Just Sherlock Shloms himself. What are you doing here, great detective? Your usual haunts are the filthy back streets of the capital, are they not? Ah, Mr. Reaper, it's been too long. He was pulling the DreamWorks face. I see your complexion has worsened since we last met. Mr. Shloms. He does know Lord Van Zeeks then. Well, enough to say something like that in any case. Mr. Shloms. But he may be heralded as a great detective by the population at large. Oh shit, I can't read. That does not give you the right to come and go in my courtroom as you see fit. If I may, my lord, Mr. Shlom's newly developed scientific method has helped us uncover vital clues in this case already. Clues, you say? I call them skin prints, my lord. My method identifies every location touched by an individual under scrutiny. It's my method by which we were able to ascertain this gentleman's gas pipe activities. Ah! You need only a small sample of something the individual has previously touched to make an indicator solution. In your case, sir, I used a teacup you had been holding. Elementary. So now, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes? What am I to use as a sample to make the indicator solution this time? He was living in what is now Soseki-san's room. No, he couldn't do nothing without Susato. She's such a goat. What has he been touching recently? We can just present him. Oh wait, shit, I love not reading, my bad. Something he owns happens to be in the possession of somebody listed in the court record. Oh, of course! Your powers of reasoning may appear to be on the up. So, which particular person do you have in mind? We can get it off the key that Olive owns.
Take that!
Pull an entire person out of your pocket to present to the court. Your Honor! Miss Green. Ah, me? What do you want with me? The key around your neck, if you please. Sorry? Oh, he's figured that shit out. That key belonged to Selden. There will be remnants of secretions from the man's skin on its surface that we can use. Very true. That is the sample we need. Using it, we can create the indicator solution required for Mr. Shlom's skin print seeker. And find out it... Yes, there it is! Fuck! Presents Elfeld. Where is Elfeld? Your Honor! Elfeld attack! And find out exactly what Selden touched in the room that he used to rent. Oh, shit, I'm so glad we got this. In Great Ace Attorney 1, you don't get this theme until Case 3. They look after you this time. And Mr. Shamspear is one great to another, I assure you. If the late convict's haul is hidden somewhere in his former lodgings, I shall uncover it in no more than 30 minutes. Ugh. So, Mr. Shamspear, the truth is well within our grasp now, and as such, you will never get your hands on Selden's stolen wealth. Ugh. Wow. In that case, I'll gladly Mr. Shloms have this key. No, give the key to me. The detective shan't have it. It's over, Mr. Shamspear. No, no. You're out of options now. There's only one thing left for you to do. Admit your guilt. Whoa. Oh, shameful spear. Despair. Be thy name. What the fuck? It's a double jump. Why does he have a double jump? What the fuck was that? Show armband. That would do it. Damn, dude. I never intended to kill the man. I just wanted to drive him out of the room, that's all. Yet after you killed the young man, you still didn't move into the room. I asked the landlord, of course. I pleaded with him, but he refused. Why? I was 3 months behind with the rent, for one thing. Mr. Garber really has a lot to put up with. and he had the gas repair work done immediately afterwards, putting the room out of action for a while. And then, this Japanese man swooped right in at just the right moment to sign the new lease. Poor Mr. Natsume, what unfortunate timing. Yeah, he lost all his gems! That would piss me off. Then 5 days ago, after the incident on Briar Road when the Japanese fellow got himself arrested, I thought I'd finally have my chance, but it wasn't to be. The scene was sealed off and guarded by the police night and day. And if I remember rightly, Mr. Schlom spent the whole day there reading books. I couldn't even enter the room, let alone search for the loot. Which is why, on the day Mr. Natsume was acquitted and returned to his room, you once again tried your trick of blowing air into the gas pipe that feeds the stove in his room. Unbeknownst to you, however, that action would lead you to a deadly trap. How does it go? To be or not to be? That is the question. From Shakespeare's Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1. Well, let me tell you, in your case, it's not to be. That is the answer. You deserve to die for what you've done. Get his ass. If you imagine Selden's wealth as a vault of Lego jewels and gems, I think you could sympathize with Shakespeare's motive. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. I would fucking huff and puff and blow every fucking ounce of gas into that guy's room. Throw a match down there for good measure. And then I would go into the apartment, wiggle my fingers over where the thing was hidden, and then I wouldn't even need the key. Straight through the wall, gems obtained, I'm out. Mr. Garadeb catches me on the way out, I hit him with a lariat, I clothesline him on the way out, he goes flying. Don't matter, all mine. Fucking Gregson is there, he's like, dude, you broke the law, you can't do that. I grab his fish and chips right out of his hands, drop it on the ground in front of him, and it's like an oil slick. He's done for, and I escape. Ugh. He got nothing. He knows. This is Strong Bad's master heist plan. Strong Bad's awesome heist for attractive people. At first, I really did think it was just a terrible accident. I'll never forget our conversation the night before Duncan died. The gas supply in my new lodgings are a complete disaster, you know, Olive. The gas supply? Yes, the stove always seems to go out in the middle of the night for some reason. That's no joke. They say it's the convict's curse. Oh, Duncan, please, don't stay there. I don't care how cheap it is. Right then, if it's important to you, I'll start looking for a new place. There are spare rooms at my house. Why don't you leave that horrible room tonight? No, I'd better not. We said we'd wait until we graduated before we told our parents, remember? Aww. That's sad. That was the last time we ever spoke. That very night, he fell victim to the gas. Damn. If only I'd known it was going to happen, I'd have insisted that he left that horrible room that instant. But instead, all I've been left with is bitter regret. I stopped going to school, but something kept drawing me back to the house on Briar Road. I saw a stooped, Eastern-looking man with a mustache coming out of the house one day when I was there. He walked up the road to Grub's Grub Reef for some food, so I followed him. Oh, what is this? I love missing... oh my god, I keep trying to open the thingamajiggy. Me, when I use wheezing and RPY, oh you, yeah, that'll do that to you. And I sat myself down next to him. He had some watery-looking soup and started to pick a quarrel with the publican. Oh, fucking Pirate's Code, there's so many gems in that. That thing is awesome. That place is cursed, I tell you. Cursed. The ghost of the convict who used to live there is trying to suffocate me. I wake up in the middle of the night, freezing to death because the stove has gone out. The room is full of gas and I can hardly breathe. But the pipes have been checked, no problem there. It's like I'm the problem. That's what they're thinking. But how could that be? Duncan was gone, and now this man had almost suffered the same fate. Could it really be a curse? Then I remembered. A rumor I'd heard about how the gas companies go around investigating the gas installations. A rumor? Ah, you mean... Yes, everybody's heard the stories, it seems, about how they go around checking the pipes. How anything connected to the gas can be extinguished by blowing air into the pipework. That's when it started. A little flicker of doubt in the back of my mind that just wouldn't go away. Was it really an accident, though? Once I had the idea, it wouldn't leave me alone. It plagued me day and night. So I bought this at one of the black markets in the East End. A black market? I'd never been. I just heard people talk about it, them. You could really buy anything you think of here. In some ways, being able to get my hands on this so easily made me even more determined. I had to find out one way or another. Was Duncan's death an accident, or was it murder? And so your chosen method for establishing the truth was simple, but highly effective. This is a really good case. This is really strong. I like this a lot more than the second case of the first game, which is already a pretty decent case. Some poison on the gas pipe you suspected the man of tampering with, and wait. If Mr. Shamspeare was innocent, nothing would come of what you'd done. He cooked so good. But if he was guilty, he would pay for his crimes. This is true. So I found out the name of the man I suspected, William Shamspeare, and then I wrote him this little note. I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 PM on the 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. It's only uphill from here? Hell yeah. If he'd done it, I knew that would worry him enough so he'd be sure to go. So I waited to see if it worked. And of course, Mr. Shamspeare followed the instructions to the letter. The funny thing is, though, I liked the first Gyaradev case. I thought that one was really good. People were, like, warning me about it. But I thought it was really strong. I didn't have any issue with it at all. I worked out where the gas pipe was straight away. So I smeared a good amount of the poison I bought all around the mouth of the pipe. All the time praying that the devil's work wouldn't be done, and that it was all just some wild fantasy. Actually, no. All the time praying the devil's work would be done, and that the culprit would get his just desserts. Yeah, she's alright. Don't kill her, maybe. She was kind of valid for that. Yoke, you made Sasato cry. You can arrest her. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. They tell a really good story. The guilty person I feel the most sympathy for in any Ace Attorney game. I get that. That's kind of real. 3 days ago, when you were first stood in the dock before me, this whole affair seemed relatively straightforward. Yes, my lord. I certainly never imagined the depths of depravity that we would subsequently find lurking behind the scenes. Hello. It has been a long road, my Nipponese friend. Oh, I did. We just wrapped up the case, I think. And ones I certainly didn't envisage walking with you. That's oomph. That's oomph. A guilty kiss, so to speak. Wow, I wonder where I've seen one of them before. Miss Green. Yes, my lord. You will henceforth be stripped of your freedom, as punishment for the attempted murder of Mr. William Shamspeare. Yes, I know. And you, Mr. Shamspeare. Oh! You will be tried for the murder of Mr. Duncan Ross in cold blood. And the subsequent attempted murder of Mr. Soseki Natsume here present. Mr. Naruhodo? Ah, yes? Yesterday, at the hospital, when you and your friend stopped me from... True. By ending your life by drinking what was left in the poison bottle? I wasn't myself. I can't even really remember what was going through my mind. To be or not to be, I suppose. That's a question that's so hard to answer, it seems. Well, personally, I'm glad of your being here, Miss Green. Oh, and I'd like to believe that it's a blessing Mr. Shamspeare didn't die when he ingested the poison. For your sake, at the very least. That's kind of true. Aww! Because of you, I chose life, not death. Aww. And now you've made the truth come out at last. She's alright. You alright for a murderer, buddy. Really, I can't thank you enough. She's such a great character for how little she's around. I don't jive with Natsume too much. True. A lot of people don't like Soseki. I enjoy him. I do quite enjoy Soseki. I could understand getting sick of him, but I enjoy him a lot. My lord, the court declares that you are exonerated from all blame in this matter. Accordingly, I would call upon the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to present a verdict of not guilty. We are in full agreement, my lord. In that case, I hereby declare the defendant not guilty. Hooray! She's only gone and not done it. Oh wait, no. Okay, she did do it. He didn't do it. He ain't done nothing. She did a little bit, but she was kind of real for it. Court is adjourned. Hooray. I give that 5 courts out of 5. Hooray. Okay, I mean, we're gonna wrap this up real soon. I'm gonna turn that pastor off. Wah. I think the next case of this game is a bit weak in this one, honestly. We'll see what's happening. Hang on, let me have a sneaky look. Oh yes, yes, at last. Divine justice duly done. I think we'll do that. We'll watch the opening cutscene of the next case, but then call it a day. My dear fellow, if there were any divine justice in this world, you should shave that hop off. No, this has nothing to do with my mustache. Some say that a luxuriant mustache is a sign of physical prowess, Mr. Shloms. Welcome, student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, once again. You've saved me from doom. I'm very happy to have been able to help, Mr. Natsume. Congratulations on your acquittal. You're second in almost as many days. I was first acquainted with and gained affection for English literature whilst in our great homeland empire. And then, by a twist of fate, I was brought to the land that bore the fruit of that literature. Only, the bricks of clay and mortar became my prison. Try as I might, I never found my feet here. I was interested to see how this case plays out. It seemed like a good one. I really do. I love that you just pronounced Shlom's name as Shloms. Yeah. Sloms. Sloms. No, that's Shloms. Sorry, I just can't not do it. Soseki, more like so sexy. I'm saying. Why he kinda... You've had such a difficult time, haven't you? But a week ago now, I dragged you out of that dark and dingy room of yours, did I not? You did, and I've seen more of life in this week than all my many years to date. And for the first time, I feel I've began to see the true face of the English that's so far been hiding from me behind the wall of fog. Holmes with an H, the L is silent, I can't do it. Holmes. He's just Shloms. I find it really hard to say. Sherlock Holmes. Holmes. Sherlock Holmes. But no, I can't do it. I genuinely find it really hard. Where everyone goes in the world, humans are human. There are a few genuine differences. I finally started to see that, and I've come to understand something. Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes. He's not getting called that. That's Shloms. Sorry. He will be Shloms. I can't help it. I worked out why I was so attracted to English literature in the first place. It made me see that whatever our nationality... Yeah, it only took, what, 18 streams of this to actually say it? Well, back to business as usual. This is Shloms. That whatever our nationality, we humans have the same hopes and fears. We're all just doing our best to live. Well said. I've come to feel the same way. I made a decision too. I'm gonna cut my study tour here and return to Japan. What? Just when we'd become friends here in England. What a terrible shame. You made her cry. Don't do that. That does tug at my heartstrings, it really does. But I've decided to take everything I've learned here in Britain and write something of my own. You sound like a Scot trying to pronounce months. A novel of sorts, I suppose. Oh my, so you'll be creating your own literature, Mr. Natsume. How wonderful. Oh, well, no, I mean, I wouldn't presume to call it literature. Why not, when that is precisely the definition, Mr. Mustache? I suppose you're right, yes, it will be, in a way, literature. But as of now, all I know is that I'd like to try my hand at writing. I have no delusions of grandeur. I, for one, would love to read your work. Well, all things considered, it may be for the best. After all, you have once again emerged victorious from a battle with the Reaper. Ah, that's very true. That's scary. And there is no salvation for a person in the dock when the Reaper is the prosecutor. He's right, Yowie. You know he'd be up to Yowie. The desire to return post-haste to the perceived safety of your homeland is one I quite understand. My goodness, yes, faced with such a terrifying prospect. Nobody would consider that cowardly, I'm quite sure. We're just scaring the shit out of him, but that's not why I'm leaving. I mean it. Yo, Soseki objection? Oh, that's cute. He's writing for fan theories. And then the bite of 87 happened when Freddy made a big pizza. And he rubbed his belly and went, pizza, and he took a big bite of the pizza. But the blood was he bit he tongue. He bit he tongue when he bite the pizza. And he went, that's bite of 87, according to Soseki. I didn't know about this game before the stream, and my new headcanon is that Shlomes is just the same guy and he's immortal. And that was the case that we found ourselves embroiled in 6 months ago now. Soseki-san did indeed return to Japan and submitted a report about both cases to the government. It was on reading that report that Professor Mikotoba was prompted to visit the scholar. Was that the bite of 1887? And barely any time later, Susato-san was given the news that she must return to Japan as well, on the back of a telegram stating falsely that her father had fallen gravely ill. The only possible explanation that comes to mind is that what happened after the trial on the following day, the day that we uncover the loot hidden by the now deceased convict in his former lodgings. Okay, I want to see the cutscene. Oh wait, shit, what is this? Well done, Mr. Shlomes, how simply marvelous of you. To uncover the secret hiding place in just one day. Wasn't it supposed to take 30 minutes? The loot of... Is this the loot of 87? As I believe I told you, my dear fellows, skin prints are extremely useful in such situations. Wouldn't you agree, Gregson? He don't care. He's just chomping. That's the bite of 87! Holy shit! I think we found it. Grexy's been happily munching in agreement this whole time, you know, Hurley. Happily? I think perhaps humorously might be closer to the truth. Grexy Greg's Bear. Tobias Greg's Bear. So it transpires the man fashioned a hiding place in the ceiling. And what's in it? What exactly is the loot? Let us look then if you're ready. The late burglar's hall. What is that? It appears to be some sort of neckband or collar. Collar? It's huge though. And look at all the gemstones in it. I can see why it was claimed to be worth £1,000. Perhaps I could have it as a belt. If you notice on the inside here, there are some dark stains. You don't think there could be blood, could you? I mean, there's quite a lot of it. Perhaps I won't have it as a belt. And of course there's this emblem here. A large letter B and a small crown. What does it signify, do you think? Oh, I hadn't noticed that. That's scary. I feel as though I've seen that emblem somewhere before, you know? Where could it have been? That's enough of that, I think. Oh, he's not happy about what he just fucking found. All the colour has drained from his face. Well, Inspector, I believe you ought to be taking this, aren't you? It could be valuable evidence, after all. It must be safely kept under lock and key. Ah, yes. Get your grubby hands off that, you lot, and hand it over. Now. He's not happy. I was gonna say, yep. He was like, that's my collar. Don't you touch that. Get away. Well, those jewels look to be extremely valuable. But that's not what stood out the most to me. At least not once I'd noticed it. Those dark marks on the inside of the collar. Those stains. Could they really have been blood? And why was Herlock like that? Well, that was a funny case, wasn't it? But it's all buttoned up now. And you look very pleased, Iris. I am, because I was starting to wonder that I could use as the basis of this month's story in the magazine. This case will be perfect. It's been so fascinating. They're talking about the latest installment of The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, I presume. The Mystery of the Knife in the Mist and the Mustached Man in the Convict's Purse, perhaps. I can make it a 2-part story. Wow, what do you call that fucking idea? Oh, I can't wait. A word, please, Iris. Yes, what is it, Hurley? I'm sorry, but you can't write about this case. It's out of the question. Why not? It's a great case. Then I shall have to insist that you limit yourself to the first of your 2 titles. The second must never be written. Is that clear? Yes. This guy's sus. This guy's sus.
And so it was that the second of Soseki-san's cases became buried in obscurity. Now, looking back, I feel I understand. I can see why Mr. Sholmes forbade Iris from publishing the story.
Oh, I could have found that. Why? I could have found out that you spell it. You say it like that from this.
It would take a little longer before I saw the link between everything that had happened and would happen. For it wasn't until 2 months after the arrival of Susato-san's letter that events began to unfurl again, with an incident that took place at the very heart of the eagerly awaited Great Exhibition of London.
Oh shit, dude, this is getting kind of real. Let me have a look at this opening cutscene before we wrap things up. I want to know. I want to know what's going on. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button because I'm a dupid. Okay, let me see. Return of the Great Departed Soul. That's badass. I like the doohickey. Wait. Twisted Karma and his last bowl. Yo, these are some badass names. Alright. What's up? Give me the scoop. Give me the scoop and just that. I want to know. I want to know what you got going on.
The grand end of the century Great Exhibition of London. Surely there is not a soul who has failed to hear of it. Wondrous new works of culture and industry from every corner of the globe had converged on Hyde Park, welcoming over 50 million visitors. The last great hurrah of this century. Astonished and delighted people of all nations, and ended on a note of resounding success. But as regards to the terrible catastrophe that occurred during the festivities, very few are aware my friend Mr. Herlock Sholmes had a hand in unraveling the matter.
Oh.
For from the shadows, it was he who earnestly unearthed the facts of the case. And like the centerpiece of the Great Exhibition, which rose high into the skies of Hyde Park, Sholmes's brilliant deductions, as clear and lofty as the Crystal Tower itself, brought the truth to light.
What?
We're here at the showground of the Great
What's going
Exhibition,
on?
which is absolutely packed with people. The weather is unusually fine, and we're about to witness a most extraordinary scientific experiment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 20th century will see steam engines and electrical power dominate the world. Horse-drawn carts will give way to the motor car. Ships will sprout wings and take to the skies. And today, we showcase even more advanced technology. A glimpse into the future. A world first. A demonstration of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine. A man will literally be disassembled by a pulse of
Wait, hang on now.
electricity and beamed to another location, whereupon his body will be reassembled by a series of complex calculations exactly as it was before.
I don't think it's gonna do that. I don't think it's gonna do that. Buddy, I don't think it's gonna do that. I know some folks who are feral about this guy. I can see the vision.
But a few moments from now, this gentleman will, in the blink of an eye, complete an incredible journey through the air. To arrive an instant later on the Crystal Tower behind you! This one, yes! Woo!
He's having a good time. Wait, he's having a bad time.
Please, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, wait, you can't leave it there. No. I need to know how he got blowed the fuck up. Oh my god. I gotta know how the contraption went. I need to know how the contraption went. Fuck. I show you my kidney disease machine. Can we get more Great Ace Attorney 2 next week? You know what? Yeah. Let's get right back into it. Let's get right back into it. Because, like, that case was so good, and I have put this off for a while because, like, you know, I feel like I bungled around. I bungled around a lot, in the last Great Ace Attorney stream, but this shit was so good. You know? I don't know what else I'll stream tomorrow. I might end up not doing the Wednesday stream next week, because I want to take a little time to, like, set shit up for the subathon. But, you know, shit's alright. Shit's alright. We'll figure that out when we figure that out. Good ass case. That was really good. It was so good that L fought over. And that's something. That's nuts. But yeah, I'm kind of down to dive back into more of this next week. This shit's awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna go make some dinner. I think I am going to make a carbonara, but without the bacon or the pancetta or whatever the fuck you call it. So it's probably just gonna be with some goop plus whatever's in the cupboard. Obligatory next video question. Recent developments in RBY Ubers. Maybe tonight, probably tomorrow, I will get a preview up on the Patreon of the first, like, 4 minutes. Like, I know I usually make my previews a bit longer than that, but it's everything up to the section where I, like, thank people who helped with the video. So, be there or be square. I nailed it. I think I owned it. But yeah, I'll catch y'all later. This was a lot of fun. I'll get this up on the second channel in a bit. Bye. I'm hungry.